Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast, your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvo.
It's your boy G-N-A-P.
And your boy Gray.
And we are back after a long hiatus. 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That didn't happen.
2 weeks is long for us, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks without announcing it is definitely long. Because we've done breaks before.
I know 2 weeks.
Yeah, how do we do vacations? We've done like 2 weeks, you don't think?
Maybe around
New Year, I think.
New
Yeah,
Year's
We'll do like a 2 weeks. But we'll announce it in advance, though. That's something different.
Lots have been happening.
Nate finally moved to his new place. It took him 2 weeks, so
2 weeks? He's talking about since last year.
But that's not the actual move. The move took about a week, 2 weeks.
That's part of the move.
Well, what you guys been up to, man? What you guys been up to lately?
For me, not much. Just been chilling, relaxing. But like it's like a lot of stuff been like breaking down on me. So
what does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
Like appliances just like giving up, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, the appliances smell the recession. They're like, let's get some more. Let's get some more money out of them. You think you're having a bad day? We got it. Hold on. Hold my beer.
Yeah, from a lot of stuff: fridge, washing machine, AC.
At primary or your rental unit?
Both.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, man. All that once, just curveball. Just life throwing me curveball. So.
Yep. That's how you gotta. That's when it's perfect time to refi. You put up. You say make one pay for the rest.
Yeah. But other than that, everything been good.
Me on my end, we finally got to move out. I'm in the new spot, so now we're in the middle of repainting and setting the old spot up. Trying to get that up. I want to try to get it up on listing with the agent, or to have it live by the next month. Before then, so right now it's just getting the contractor in there. He already started painting and everything.
You might have missed that good spot.
I might be right. I think I'm playing it super close. I feel like next month they're gonna announce official recession has started. But this is the highest price it is. If I sell right now in my neighborhood, me or this other person, the other neighbor, they've been up for about 30 days. At their price point, they'll be the most expensive house sold. And his been kind of sitting for a while.
That's the thing, like, bro.
30 days.
Remember, houses wasn't sitting for
3 days sometimes.
For 3 days, niggas was selling their shit.
I remember when I bought it.
First day on the fucking market.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I used to sell the same day, and the reason it slowed down longer is because the owners got smart and started doing auctions instead. They said instead of just selling at a price, they say we're going to take all the offers till Friday and we're going to go with the best and final offer last. That's what made it long.
Damn.
So, but that neighbor that has been there for 30 days, I don't know if he's overpriced but come to find out he still has tenants in the property, so he's listing it before the property can even be shown. So I feel he's kind of running the clock down, but I want to have it.
Houses were selling without people seeing them shit.
Yeah, it was. But there's a cool down. Yeah, shit was wild. Shit. I lost like 4 properties out, and I was trying to buy properties during that last August. It was nuts, bro. So, yeah, it was wild. So I want to see if I sell it, I'll be the most expensive house out there, and they'll now put it at that price point.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of properties coming in the market. I've seen a lot of for sale signs.
Yeah, like my neighbor put a for sale sign up. I think they're pending auction, but they put it up like a month ago.
Yeah, so they're like at the cusp. I feel like they caught the last one. If I get this off, I think, but either way, if it don't work, I don't have a problem renting. Like they got 2 bedrooms going for $2,200 in my area now.
Yeah,
so I have no problem either way. But it was if I get the amount I want, I'm selling. But if not, I don't mind reverting back to renting it. And said I do want to cash it. It'd be a perfect time to opt out, clean.
Nigga, you sat too long, bro.
I wasn't planning on getting rid of it. Just that things went this high, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll sell just now. But if it don't work,
it took you way too long to move into this house. That's the damn problem. Nigga, you've been telling us you moving in for the past 7 months.
What happened is, though, remember, for people who don't think that was a super long move, I bought the property, and before I move in, I did renovations. right? So that took some time. And then when I was getting ready to move into the property, my other property had water damage. So I wasn't going to be able to rent it out. And it was like, so there was no time. We'll just take our time instead of going, we'll go when we're ready since I can't rent out. And the insurance company took 6 months between paying for removal and repaying. They paid for the removal, but they didn't cut the check for the restoration work in like 6 months time span. That's what ate up all that time. And then when it's finally time for us to move in, we did another bath. So we've overhauled all 3 bathrooms in the house before we got in. So the first time we was doing the first bathroom job, then we did the second one right before we moved in. I was like, now that we're about to move in, we did the third bathroom. So these are all remodels. These are all shit people tend to do when they're living there.
Move too slow, nigga. Moving too slow.
Yeah,
Money don't wait on nobody.
That's true. That's the only reason. But a house is a good thing to have, man. If I can't sell it, I'll
just hold it. Yeah, it just pays the mortgage for the other one.
Exactly.
So, still be like living rent free or mortgage free.
It's just the mortgage rates. That's what I miss, man. Those mortgage rates today, they just raised the rate up by 1.75.
That's gonna slow down the market too.
I seen something. They said the days of people that was able to lock in a rate at 2% or 3%. Think like this is probably the last house you're probably gonna ever buy. Because if rates go back to like 7-8%, my first property was 7%.
Sheesh.
So that used to be that's how rates were back in the days.
Yeah, I remember
Shit,
and if you had bad credit,
before then, when the bubble was, niggas was getting rates for like 15% and shit.
Yeah, but those were term.
Yeah.
And
term, that shit don't go down. Yeah. You ever heard somebody getting a term and their rate goes down?
Yeah, if we were in our market, that's what term is. It kind of slips and slides, but they started losing because the rates started. You know what I'm saying? The thing went one way, and they got stuck while it started shooting up. That's why people do the term one. So like, you get a great rate at this rate, 2%. It's for 2 years, and as long as the market don't shift, you winning.
I don't even think they're allowed to do. They're only allowed to give fixed rates nowadays. You can't get a term.
You can
still get them. Yeah, you can
do both.
They're still term is still allowed.
Yeah, you can get it for. That's how investors get. Investors aren't paying. Which is always crazy to me. They rather just save on the little bit of money, even though it's shorthand, than to get a full 15-year mortgage. So yeah, they still do term.
Well, if you don't plan on keeping it, then it don't make sense for you to get the.
It don't make sense, but that just goes to show you how much they're opposed to 15-year. Because even they still give terms. They could do a 15-year traditional, but even investors, no matter what the property is, at a year or longer, if they have to get a mortgage, they always do term. They always do the shorter one. So just to even save on the monthly payments. Yeah, and if the market shift on you, if you have a property right now, you're on terms, and then it went from the 2% to what people, I think 5% this is average right now, 4%.
I have no idea.
It's nuts, bro. This shit was just 2%.
I'll never do terms for that.
This shit was just 2%, bro.
Hey, shit's crazy.
There's some people that got their shit at 199. I wish I had a mortgage for that.
Terms for that.
Yeah, so people now gonna get 4 or 5%. That's what sucks. So a lot of people that was able to afford certain problems. Them interest rates are killers, bro.
Even the terms, I think, like when they were like trying to market it, they were giving it at a lower percentage than the fix.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they get you. They get you at that 2%.
And I knew it. Yeah, I'm like, you know what? Nah,
it's a good rate, and then
you ain't gonna get it.
Gradually just increase. So
especially because like even at 3-4%, like you already like over the life of the loan, you're already gonna pay like a good bit. Mm-hmm. So imagine when that shit hit like 4, 5, 6,
and you're on a term, so you can't really negotiate.
7.
All you can do is go try to refinance.
Fuck that.
With another company.
So with that, in some cases, you might be paying 3 times, 4 times. I don't even want to think about it. You can just feel the pain. Yeah, a lot of houses are gonna come on the market, but like for a lot of like investors, like big time investors, because you got like investment firms from Wall Street trying to buy these houses and renting them out. In some cases, they're buying like whole neighborhoods. Like forget one house, they're buying a whole neighborhood.
With the millennials coming into the age of being able to or moving out of their parents' house and being able to get a property or something like that, they're not looking at the owner route anyway. They're looking to rent anyway. So It's perfect for the people that have the properties because these new kids ain't kids. I guess kids our age and a little younger. Niggas not looking to buy houses. They're opposed to owning and being tied down. Motherfuckers don't want to be tied down.
This shit is nuts. There's like a whole new genre on Instagram where people showing rental friendly upgrades. So I seen someone got on their balcony. They put a little fake sod down. So there's like a whole genre of people that show you how to do rental friendly upgrades. If you're a landlord, you love it. Like, hell yeah, go ahead and upgrade it. But they have it where they can leave it, and when it's time for them to go, it looks just you don't have nothing, all the stuff's there. But these kids really aren't into buying anymore.
Bro, these kids are stupid, bro.
This shit is wild. That's a whole genre. Like, I got to follow these pages because they can make your shit dope as hell. These people be in your house a little short term. Yeah, they should. The little rental friendly upgrade show you how to put different layouts and different floor lines. This shit is dope. There's a whole thing on TikTok about it.
Well, I know I got Wi-Fi, but
it's not even that. I mean, it's not if they're living at your spot for a little short term, 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is. They want to make it theirs. They like to have, they might throw a little green fawn wall that you see at the brunches down.
Little, rim lights.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff, but they'll make their shit look legit. Everybody want their house to look like a man cave. Everybody want their version of their own man cave, a different section in a sense.
Yeah, so they could do
TikToks, all that. Stuff. Yeah,
and just hopefully they leave it.
Yeah, it's not that, especially if they get now. Imagine you kick the tenant out, you just put out all their stuff, but you leave all that set up after they get out. But it's just crazy. I'm like, damn, like these people. If people really want their shit really nice,
in fact, I see people renting rooms.
Here's the thing. When you have a house, you be like, man, I can't wait till I get my own shit. I'm going to do this when I get a house. But if you don't have to wait for you to get a house to do it anymore, you got to think about it. You have to wait till you get a house so you to do certain drop lights and can lights. Now you can get this at an apartment. You're like I can live in an apartment life and have all the balleristic shit.
Yeah, bro. I be seeing people on TikTok is ridiculous, bro. I be seeing some
dope shit on some
nice ass
shit.
Apartments. Yeah, and I'd be like, I know this apartment didn't come this way.
I feel like, damn, maybe I should be renting an apartment. I should be in an apartment. They're living great.
You got to send that to me, man.
Yeah, these TikTokers, bro.
They changing all light fixtures, all types of shit, bro.
Just, that's how they should look.
Just
these motherfuckers need to be real estate.
On the gram.
Yeah, they need to be a real estate. No, some of those beautiful houses you be seeing on Instagram, those be rental properties a lot of times.
I know, yeah. I know, especially when you got apps like
the upgrades ain't by the owner.
Yeah, owner don't give a damn.
Especially when you got apps like Peerspace and Gigster. Yeah,
it's
I realize that's what them boys be doing. Like, and they be claiming like saying that it's their house, but a lot of time you just like see the house like none of their pictures are up, or they'll just be outside or in a section of the house.
Yeah,
I already people that dude.
All right, how about what you been up to?
Let's see. Oh, me and the wife got out this weekend. Went to a little, 1-year-old birthday party.
So the baby got a whiff of the fresh air, the free world.
Baby went out this weekend. Traveling. I understand why people be late when they have kids, bro.
Now you're understanding Nate.
My world.
Nate got grown ass kids, bro. So I understand when people be late, bro, because we leave the house, get the baby clean. What's the name? Next thing you know, nigga take a big ass shit on himself.
Blowout. That's what they call it, blowouts. That shit
nigga take a blowout
all up their back,
everywhere.
Exactly.
We on the turnpike. We got to stop at the rest stop to go change them. Nigga, whole outfit is fucked up.
Damn.
Got to throw away the whole damn outfit. You got to just throw it away, bro.
Taking notes.
And this guy, and so we got to stop. That adds another extra 30, 40 minutes to the trip. We're already late to begin with. That adds another 40 minutes. And I'm like, shit, I see why these people be late. And I'm like, I'm a punctual guy. I like to get there on time or a little early. But shit done changed. Nigga gonna show up late everywhere now. Be Nate. Other than that, man, I just been at the house. I ain't doing shit.
Should that be like a pass? I got kids. I got a newborn. So people will understand.
Yeah, so it's either that or leave them somewhere, but we decided to keep them. So
that's it.
Yeah, that's where I guess If you got like somebody who could babysit or nah, too young.
Well, when you go out on your own, it's a little bit harder. You guys are out here in Orlando, like us. Well, I don't know. You see, you're not far. Your wife have people up here.
Yeah, she do. So like,
you still got some kind of
go to Orlando. We could drop him off at one of her sister's cribs.
Yeah, you still
like
yeah.
So
see, when we was out, when it was just us up here, it's still a bit different. It was just up here. So.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why people want to be single parents. Like,
yeah, it's different. It's rough. I don't know if people want to be single parents or it's just the reality.
Nah, these bitches be wanting to be single parents.
It don't make any sense. It don't make sense why would you want to be.
Especially when they can't even cook.
We're not going. Grace starting early. Right? Started off right.
Well, this young generation ain't even trying to cook. That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's not needed. It's not. I guess that's a skill they feel is not needed no more.
Yeah, microwave everything, bro. Ain't no need to cook, right?
Let's ready to get in these absurdities, man.
All right, well, we're gonna start off today. What we going with? Hip hop, pop culture, politics.
I'll say let's get politics out the way. I mean, I don't think it's much.
What is it? What do we have in politics this week? I know I've seen in politics.
Gas prices and Biden acting ridiculous, trying to blame the shit on Ukraine. Yeah, he's one of the worst politicians because like his lies is not believable and they're not funny. Like
it makes sense. You could blame everything on Ukraine. He says the
gas
prices.
People can see through that shit. People are like, nah, you lying, bro. I mean, at least with Obama, you can believe his lies. With Trump, at least they're funny. Like this guy.
I mean, they're all lies, whether or not at the end.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They got a lot of.
That's what I'm saying. Like Obama, you could believe his lie because, like, you know, he's really like skilled at that.
He's good at charismatic.
He's just charismatic.
Real charismatic.
With Trump, we knew he was bullshitting us at least.
You know, but it's just funny. He just give it to you raw. You know what I'm saying? But this guy Biden, it doesn't hit like you know.
No sense of humor, no charisma.
It doesn't hit right. You know, it
gives
doesn't
it
hit
to you horribly.
Yeah, it doesn't hit different. Yeah.
Listen, man, Biden is the they call him he's a Jimmy Carter of our era, where he's gonna try to same thing happened to Jimmy Carter, where he tried to save the interest rates. Like they call him one of the worst presidents ever. That's what's gonna happen to Biden.
Yeah,
Biden's going down that right.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Same way, the guy that was being responsible, lower the interest, he's doing the things that he's have to do, but no one doing it here. Do like, nah, you suck. That's what happened to Jimmy Carter.
And what I see, like what he's focusing on now, which like he's trying to focus on more like the LGBTQ community, but that's not gonna save your seat, guy. It's not.
I don't think he's running again. Listen, when you was Jimmy Carter, when you're that sorry, because Ronald Reagan came in after Jimmy Carter, and they even had a hostage situation like we got now with the basketball player, and they said they always was kind of wishy-washy. They was wondering that they told him that the guy could have released it while Jimmy Carter's in office. That if they made some kind of backdoor deal, let them release the prisoners when I get in office. So Ronald Reagan got the prisoners out. So motherfuckers probably, the homegirl that's over there in Russia, she probably ain't getting out.
Brittany Griner.
Yeah,
they just extended her, yeah.
Yeah, she's probably not getting out till another friendly administration come around. Yeah. This is going to undermine this even worse. You got
to get Trump in, man. Like,
it don't have to be Trump, just like someone that they're going to do that to make you look bad unless you give them some concessions. You over hitting them with so many sanctions and so many fines. I feel like we went too heavy on Russia too early.
Bro, I don't even know why America is beefing with Russia, bro. Russia got their own shit. They handling their own fucking business. Why does America beef it?
We shouldn't. I don't think we should have done the sanctions.
America has always been like they've never been on like a kind of a good term with Russia.
They haven't.
Other than when Trump was in.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that's true. Other than when Trump was in.
But other than that,
it hasn't been so controversial.
Yeah.
As of late, even when Obama, it wasn't controversial.
Yeah.
They did the little grab when they grabbed something under Obama's watch, but
was it Georgia?
Yeah, but it wasn't real. We kind of let them rock, but now things are getting bad all over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I seen an article today talking about they're complaining they feel like all the sanctions they hit Russia with is not really hurting Trump and his Putin and his allies, but it's the regular Russian civilians being feeling the effects. So like, how y'all think sanctions work? Why the fuck would the guy at the top ever hurt? every time. Yeah, I have connects to everything. Well, I'm not gonna hurt nothing.
It's gonna hurt the citizens. They ain't gonna hurt.
And they trying to pretend like they don't know. That's what it's meant to do. You're wanting to hurt the citizens, and you want the citizens to turn against their leader, which is what you're gonna do because they're gonna start revolting. Yeah. He's gonna have no choice but to react against them, and now you're gonna point to the rest of the world. Look, he's doing it again to his own people. You know what I'm saying, to build the animosity. I love how they do that. But
it feels like we're the one feeling the sanctions.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Biden rather lie. Biden said, "Oh, you know, because we're in the Russia." He's like, "The Russia's economy." He tries to blame it on Russia. I like, bro, this shit's rough.
He sucks, man. Because it's like when you say that, it's almost like you're saying you can't do nothing about it. Well, you know, it's Russia.
You can lift the sanctions. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, yeah. Well, it's Russia. You know, it's Russia's gas prices. You know, ain't nothing we can do about it. So it's like, so why you cut them off? You could lift the
sanctions. You didn't have to cut them off. Trump would have been green. Trump would have let Ukraine get stomped the shit out. Get stomped out. It might have been so like, and Trump would have been like, we either got cheap prices or we interview. What do y'all want? I think you guys want the cheap prices. You know, Trump would have cut them. Like, Ukrainians have to take the loss. We'll be, saving the world apparently, and we're paying the cost for it.
That's what I'm saying. He might be in again because right now people are they're really favoring him more.
I love when politicians say.
I think the party really want somebody more political than him, somebody who's willing to align to go along with the party other than Trump, which it might be DeSantis.
They want someone that don't have as much baggage as Trump.
Yeah, because he's an actual politician.
But Trump has such a powerful hold on American politicians, like nothing we've ever seen before in our life.
Because the shit is
like we've seen Obama, bro. We thought Obama was a tip top, but that ain't shit though. This Trump shit, Trump shit is even next level.
Even in the Republican Party, it's a divide. From being a Republican into a Trump Republican.
Yep. This is one guy controlling a whole fucking controlling so much people.
That means he's his own party.
He's a problem. Bro, and then you got crazy. Now Democrats, black folks saying, man, y'all need to bring Trump back, bro. This shit is crazy. So you got so much people that even this motherfucker is he's a beast,
you can see like Biden's even
he's
Biden's making it even worse where like black people really want to go to on
it's not even black people because it's people that hated Trump that would say we need to get someone else in there. They won't say anyone but Biden. But some people aren't saying anyone but Biden. Some people say, man, just bring shit back. So motherfuckers, now we're ready for
Now we're ready for America great again.
Now we're ready to make America great again.
Now we're ready to make America great again. Yeah, now we're ready to bring this shit back.
So that fucking campaign would be a fucking amazing.
Make America great again too. Like I could get behind some shit like that.
I might have to get me a red hat.
So that's the fucked up shit about it. Shit was cranking when Trump was in office, and when shit was about to slow down near the end, he was cutting the checks. Yeah. So he ain't got to feel none of the hurt on his watch. Right. Even when the stock started tumbling, you ain't worried about it. Nigga, them checks are coming in the mail. You're like, all right, we got you, big dog.
Man, still got nothing to do with us, man.
Stock didn't have now. No checks. Stocks are down. Gas is high. They all come around. Motherfuckers are pissed.
Listen, someone told me the price of gas yesterday, bro. I was in shock, bro.
How much is it now?
Over $5.
The shit is $5 for regular. They saying, bro.
That's insane.
You'd be lucky if you find like $4.89,
bruh.
Some places.
See, that's why I never kept in my whole life. I never kept track of gas prices because you're a hostage to it. They knows when you're gonna complain. I can't tell you. That's what I say. What it is now. I still have one card that's gas powered. And I still don't know because you have to pay it regardless. Swipe your card and gas. So what are you gonna do? You can't. They got you right where they want you. It don't matter what the price is. If you have to go somewhere, you have to fill up. What are you gonna wait till 2 days later and hope the prices drop?
But I want to know what they're gonna do when it hits.
You go
$8.
You gonna pay it. What can you do? Pay it. It's really a one-way relationship.
Like wages to like $8, $9.
Listen, you working your 1 hour for the gas. You working 1 hour for the gas.
You're just gonna be working just to go to work.
I don't think it's gonna get that high.
I don't think it's gonna get that high, but I see it getting to about $6 a gallon.
Yeah. I mean, in California, it's already $7.
Listen, that's also another thing.
Hawaii probably already $7.
That's another thing with
the
Biden
big cities. It's
administration.
already 6, 7.
Yeah, it is. That's another thing about the Biden administration is that another country could wait you out. They're like, we can wait you out. You ain't gonna be president forever. We're gonna keep these prices up this whole time, and we're gonna make sure the next motherfuckers that come through, they're gonna come through with a kinder disposure. Mm-hmm. Biden never met with the Saudis because he said in the election he never would because they killed that one reporter. You know what I'm saying? Trying to stand on his high ground. He said it was shameful that Trump was meeting with him. So he held his nose up to the Saudis. Now who could bail you out right now is the Saudis. Saudis ain't budging. Russia ain't budging. Over there. He said he's going to. He has to now, but look how long it is. You got to kiss the ring.
He got to go bow down and kiss the ring. He never came to see him. Everyone kissed the ring with them. Remember Trump was selling the weapons? Trump was like, if we don't sell it to him, Russia's going to sell it to him. Remember Trump was like, They're like, what are we going to do then? And like, we got to honor our deal. We got to get this money. See, Trump about the money.
Trump was about the fucking bag. I give that. Trump was
about the fucking money, bro.
Trump said, if we don't do it, someone else is going to do it. I was like, that's so fucked up that you would. It's true, but you don't say that shit. You know
that's the mind of a drug dealer. That's the drug dealer mindset.
Look, if I don't sell it to my mama, someone gonna sell it. I might as well get the money.
Exactly, bro.
That shit, it is a fucked up thing. I like Trump took the like I said, took the shades off a lot of grimy way. The way America runs is supposed to be. We supposed to, we like to shine our shit. You know what I'm saying? Make our shit look good. Even when we doing dirt, we had a little prestige about us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We gonna take some oil, but we gonna say we giving you freedom. Trump, I remember Trump when he was back then. He was like, yeah, we need to go over there and take the oil. I was like, bro, you wildin'. We don't say that in public. We're freedom setters out here in the world. The world got a way to look at us. This is a brand. But when Trump got in office, he said, fuck that. Call it the get-go. That shit is it. Yeah, that shit is nuts.
So if would y'all vote for Trump this time around?
I can't say I wouldn't vote for Trump. As long as he's not baiting, as long as he's not leaning to the racists. Yeah, if he's just riding on MAGA, I'm rocking with him. But it just depends how racist you want him to go. I might vote for him regardless. The Democrats are out of fucking control, man.
To stand back.
Listen, Democrats out of control. That racism I can tolerate. Some of y'all still cooking.
We felt the trickle down with the racism.
Yeah, they feel the trickle down.
Some trickle down. Yeah, with this Democratic trickle down shit, we don't never feel nothing.
That's true.
We felt a trickle down.
Yeah, maybe I might still vote. Yeah, I guess it's hard to say.
So I guess if Republican got the racism, Democrats got the LGBTQ.
Yeah, it's not. Listen, I don't have no issue with no LGBTQ. They seem to be the dominant force in the Democratic Party. The Democrats is giving them a lot of love. Yep. I just feel it's a very powerful party. Just fast forward today, that's the politics. Just this week, there was a segment on Fox News doing a highlight of a trans person or a family that transitioned their 7-year-old daughter, giving them the story of the week. Fox News, bro. Who would have fucking thought they're doing happy segments on Pride Month on gay? Come on. They let you know the most powerful unit in America right now, I'd say, powerful electric block is the gay group. They've gotten more done in little time than anything I've ever seen, bro. From legislation to representation to they went from we not fucking with this shit, it's God willing, to now we've got our health coordinator lady, she's a trans, to just we've got people that are openly running in Senate seats that are it. We've got for someone that's only 1% of the population, they got a lot of fucking shit done in a little bit of time, though.
The 1% is controlling the country.
But that's a different 1%.
Always go.
But it's a different 1%.
The 1% used to be the rich people.
It used to be exactly.
Now it's the trans.
It's fucking nuts.
That shit is crazy.
And still, there's for them to be 1% of within the 1%, for them to have this much sway, it's very impressive. It's very fucking impressive. I gotta give the gay masterminds, give them the props, because they say, I remember there was an article online saying how a black lady said she used to work for one of them, and they have plans when they come to neighborhoods. There's a way they go about it. You know what I'm saying? They'll go into the neighborhood and join the HOA, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They start being active, and then they'll accent, now there's a Montessori school. So they come into your area, but their kids aren't going to school with you. They make it legal. They can now have home schools or Montessori schools. So a non-traditional tech school. So then the next one moving, their kids not go to that school. So they're still in your neighborhood, but they're not even interacting with you in that way. And next, they call in and complain about the loud music. Now they're on the boards. Now they pay. Now there's a Starbucks. Now they're saying they keep spreading on. These motherfuckers get the shit done smooth.
What does Starbucks have to do with gay people, Nate?
And no, I'm just saying how they tend to go. Starbucks is a general mind for when gentrification's happening there. When you see Starbucks pop up, you might want to buy you some shit in that area.
Just know your neighborhood doesn't went gay when you see that Starbucks pop up.
It done got gentrified at the very least. It don't have to be gay. There's always some gay couples in gentrified neighborhood, but at the very least, know that it got gentrified, and that's one of the the compounds when they do it. So they could go into a black group, this, that, and the third. They're going there for influence and reach. Like I said, it's very masterful.
Even when you got like Apple CEO who's also gay, that's
you got plenty.
That's someone you have in a very high position.
I mean, you got plenty. And when they're gay, it's also noted that they're gay. They're not even saying when Apple CEO first came out, they said he was gay. This other, he ain't out here standing on it and voguing. Like, I happen to be gay, and I'm actually gonna run this company like a beast. And that's all we care. That's all people care about. Yeah. Did you doing your job, niggas? You'll never shit up and say, I'm selling all my Apple shares. Like, nah, this shit doing great. Tim Cook doing a great job. We don't mind it as long as you're doing your gig. But they are definitely represented in almost all spaces now. It's nuts. It's nuts. It's very masterful how they've done it. If some of them would be able to, that's one thing. If you were able to put up your gay flag just for a second to come help the struggle on the black side, if you happen to be black, we'd like some of these advancements too. But like, America kind of makes you put on only one loyalty to one thing or the other. Like you said, might vote Republican at the detriment to a group that's gonna shit on black folks. So it's kind of in America. You never get to check all the boxes. Are you gonna look out for personal self? Are you gonna look out for your race as a whole? Are you gonna look out for your nation? You never get to check all the boxes. No. You gotta.
With that being said, in politics, Trump 2024, y'all. Trump 2024.
Yeah, tell them boys to stand back.
What else we got in politics? Let me look at these notes.
See, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been arrested in California, charged with DUI.
Yeah, I don't know why that even made news. It must have been a slow news day.
Yeah, because it's her, when you're in politics, like any
but she also has her nose up like they're perfect.
Yeah.
Like she's a perfect candidate, and your husband out here driving drunk and getting pulled over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Nancy Pelosi's another one of the people that I used to love her, bro. I used to love her. Like, that's a California representative. Why the fuck Florida can't get someone this positive and progressive? This, that, there. But sometimes that's what power do to you, though. Sometimes motherfuckers in power for so long, they just want to give up power. Like, Nancy Pelosi is the senator in California, or the House Speaker in California. Like, she's old as shit. Why you ain't give up or groom someone to take this position already? It don't even make no sense why I'm seeing your old ass out here doing Kwanzaa dances and for Black Pride Month.
She's not the House Speaker no more, is she?
She's on. You know how like when you're not in charge, you get. Yeah, she's still House Speaker. Yeah,
she's still like the lead. I think the leader of.
She's the leader, and when the party, Democrats not the speaker, but the leader of this. When the Democrats are on a majority, she becomes the other side speaker. Spokesperson. Yeah, she's still the head on her side. Uh-oh. And same thing goes with like Bernie, bro. Bernie, I used to love Bernie. All this chanting and great shit he's been preaching for forever, but this motherfucker just can't win outside of his own state. His state must love him, but his state he never has no challenger. What are you gonna challenge with other than these?
That's like one of the smallest states.
Yeah, he's passing shit that I like. What has he done for Vermont? He's old as hell. You need to step down.
Get you there.
Do Vermont have all these benefits that they're fighting against that he's trying to get for everyone?
I have no idea what Vermont got. No one knows what Vermont got.
Some people don't even know where Vermont is at.
I just feel like these people they've been in charge for too long. They should have been past the broom. And I also see the way they fall in line whenever there's a new power that being saying.
There should be there probably should be an age limit in politics.
Yeah.
Because I've seen
motherfuckers is making decisions for the next 50 years.
They ain't even here. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the old guard that's been there for a minute that's not doing nothing.
I've seen a post like that too. That's as well. Are we still being ran by like baby boomers?
Yeah,
and they about to be out of here too. So
the motherfuckers that had the best generation ever, they call them.
Yeah,
but it's because you had the biggest government welfare than any other group. But as soon as they got it, they closed the door behind and they shut down all that. They shut down pensions. Shut down all that good shit they had. Low interest houses didn't used to be super expensive.
The 10% bank account interest.
They had all that shit, and they turned all that shit off on their end after on their way out, and they complained. Fucked up every generation after them, and swear that no one else wants to work hard.
Yeah, they're the reason why people believe in savings. Yeah.
But they did a lot of shit. They did a lot of that. Boomer generation got a lot of government backing.
Yeah.
Whole industries being built for you, They built the fucking cul-de-sacs for you. They developed the nation for you. Where's that return for our next generation? We over here just replastering over old shit. Where's our great highway connecting one end of the country to the other? All that stuff. They're definitely not. Them motherfuckers vote. Anything to spending money? Oh, no, we ain't spending on that. Imagine if that shit happened to them, dog. We ain't spending on that. Y'all, half your husbands went to war. No, we ain't spending on this no infrastructure. We just gonna have to wait till they get back. That's what we on there now. Yeah. You just have to save. Them, they're like, no, we gotta spin our way out of this shit. Yeah.
That's one thing. We need somebody younger, especially you got a guy like Biden who's
Biden's over shit.
70.
Yeah, I think Biden's gonna run for re-election.
He better not.
I don't know if he's gonna run. He might not run.
Has the backing of the Democrat Party right now.
Yeah, I seen an article with they asked what's her name? AC. Would she vote for Biden? She said we'll see when
it was like will she endorse his
she said we'll see, we'll get there when we get there, something like that.
So that means no.
She gotta see what other chips are on the table.
No, it's a no.
But even AC on some bullshit. AC is one of the main ones that be complaining about, like, I'm not just complaining about the Democrats refusal or not adopting the word Latinx, because a lot of Latin people aren't with that shit, but it's Democrats adding always adding another class. Adding another letter because Latins used to consider themselves Latinas or Latinos, which makes you either male or female, but they're like, what about the other demographic that don't fall into that? Can we put Latinx so it's all inclusive? So that's some American shit. And you ask any Latin, hey, are you Latinx? They're like, what the fuck you talking about? What is Latinx? I'm Latin. They'll say I'm Latino. You know what I'm saying? But this thing that we added in the lexicon for a group of people that didn't even ask for it.
The fucking X, bro.
Yeah, Democrats be on that bullshit sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
See when black people gonna get an X.
When we get our plus. Can we get something that gives us a boost? Niggas get an X's or
plus. You know
and pluses. Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's why I give them props for getting a lot of shit done.
They just left us at the black.
They just left us at the black.
Another extra nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Even white got Caucasian now. That's what I was saying. They're like, no, we just call them black.
We're past the age now. Every few years to get advancements, at least you change words. That's how you know you have power. You're able to change the meaning of words. You know what I'm saying? Back then, they used to call us Negroes. You're like, that's an insult. Now you can't call people Negroes anymore. Now we've been using black for too long. We need to start saying that's an insult.
Yeah.
Change. We need it. It's about time we get a new word now. As they said, they went from calling black folks straight up niggas to African American to black. It was Negro. Now Negro still be in the documents, but it's called very. I guess it's looked at as bad if you call them in that word in sense.
Negro, you ever been called the Negro?
Not about a white person. But I thought Negro. I didn't know Negro is not nigga. I never thought it was nigga, but
it just meant black.
Yeah, person. But I don't get how it's considered. Old people are like, I had Negro friends growing up. They're old, and people are like, oh, that's so wrong. It's one of those things that I don't think black folks are really insulted by, but the people in charge swear that we are. It's one of those things. It's like the Redskins, Washington Redskins, how they made the big thing and changed the name.
But I think a lot of the Native Americans were offended by
it. They said if you asked them motherfuckers didn't give a damn. Why'd I give a damn about Redskin? This was a war, you know what I'm saying? It's like the war. It was one of those things. People grandstand online, but there was really no issue outside of it.
Yeah, online, I don't know what the fuck it is.
Think of like the difference of the bathroom debate. When talking about can trans use a woman's bathroom, this out there, they made it a whole nation discussion when you never had a discussion outside of it because trans been using whatever bathroom they've been using. We didn't need bathroom monitors then. Why does this even need to become a big thing? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody checking IDs when you go to the bathroom, right? You come out of the bathroom, someone's in the wrong bathroom, like, oh shit, that's all you can do. It's not your space, but it's one of those things that it didn't even need a discussion. What else we got?
It's still in politics. I guess we got. Is that really politics? The mass shooting in Tulsa,
yeah,
Oklahoma. About
because I think it came not too long after the shooting in Texas in Uvalde.
Yeah, but I don't think this one was This one wasn't. I don't think this one was a random act of crazy. like the school shooting and like these other mass shootings. This was like a guy being upset with the hospital that he had. I guess he had a surgery there and something went wrong or something like that. And he was
his back,
and he was just upset with the hospital, so he took it out on the hospital. So this one we actually have like a what's the word? I guess closure. Because they know why it was, but like these other shootings, you don't really have there's no reason for it. So there was actually a reason for this, even though it was fucking wrong. And niggas was
black guy too.
Black guy, of course. No one said nothing about mental health. They just let you know this nigga was just upset.
Yeah, we should have asked mental health on that one too, right?
Yeah, but you know,
was he arrested alive?
I'm not even sure. I think he was.
Oh, really?
But who knows? You'd have to do a little more research on it. I'm not sure. That's what you call progress? Niggas, niggas shooting up hospital, you call that progress?
That's my American standards.
Like, the fact that he got arrested alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got arrested alive or not. I saw his picture. I know he's black, but I don't recall if they said he was gunned down or anything.
There'll probably be another shooting.
I mean, tough,
by the time
tough,
this one
but
drops.
You know, hey.
America gets down. America have so much of I think so much different violence. We have to recategorize it. You say mass shooting. I think only consider if it's 4 or more.
You can't consider 2 people getting shot a mass shooting.
3 don't qualify as mass.
Nah, bro, that's just three people.
Nah, see, that's the thing. And then you got places. Yeah, you got places like in Chicago who got like a shooting almost every other day. They don't even, because it's 2 people at once. They don't even register. America has so much different crimes. You have to break it down in categories.
You have to have. There has to be categories. You can't be calling
other
2
countries
people getting shot a mass shooting.
Listen,
that's just 2 people.
Other countries only have like. I think they said like America has the most. Even in, I think I was listening to the guy say, even with stabbings in countries that have no guns, they have him saying America has more stabbings than they do. And they have no damn guns. And so it's a culture thing, you know. You just get busy with that freedom comes consequences.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'll take my chances in America. I like it here.
You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. There's other. America does a good job at promoting here. Man.
Yeah,
what do you expect?
Take it with the risk. Yeah.
Well, we take it with the risk because this is all we know. We might go, the other people looking at us like we're fucking. The way we look at Chicago, like niggas just live like that.
That's how the world look at
us. That's how the world look at us, right? Especially if you're in a developed country.
But
you probably like them Americans are wilding,
bro. I think now in Chicago, like I guess like it's getting bad because like there's been some stuff happening downtown.
Yeah.
But even like when I was there, like mostly it just happened in one area mainly.
Yeah, it's just like Orlando. If you're not in that area, if you're not in shit, you don't feel it.
Yeah. Because even in Chicago, like there's like a large, like prominent, like thriving black neighborhood.
Exactly. But that's how the rest of the developed world got looked at.
But that's how every hood is, every city. There's always a problem area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But still, like we said, if you do city to city, America still beat the other developed countries.
Yeah, America's
they're like, America really wild over there.
Shithole country, bro.
Where shithole developed country is, bro. When it comes to that, they look at like those Americans really getting a little crazy. That's normal to them because the civilians have guns that are just as strong as the army. They're like, they just it's some thrown shit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe that's just how we look at it. I think if we ever go around and visit other countries, you might not ever want to. You know what I'm saying, you might not feel that way.
Yeah, it's give and take, yeah. So
you're winning here, so you only see it as this is only the reasonable choice. But if you go somewhere else and you find out you only have to work 4 work days or you don't have to kill yourself for health care or for college, you don't know what other things you're willing to give up for it. Right now, it kind of feel like, I ain't willing to give up this gun, nigga. But that's American conditioning. If your shit is always safe, you're like, bro, it's kind of weird that you have a gun. They look at it differently. That's how we don't look at it like, you sound stupid. Why would you not want to have a gun? Because that's just how shit is over here.
How dangerous
it's how fucking shit is. Like, I'd rather be caught with it than without it. That's just the programming here. But in other places where they just sleep with the doors wide open, they might have 50 murders in a whole country for the year. We might get that a night. Come on. It's a different it's a different way of thinking. We just can't see the logic I know how to do it. America's way.
This is the wild, wild west
Yeah.
of the world.
We're more volatile here, but it's like other places, even like Canada, where like you're gonna feel that every day.
Yeah.
Like you're paying a lot of taxes, but you get the.
But you get in the healthcare. You feeling it every day. But you also there's different. I guess different places will say is different. Some people's like, oh, don't mind. I had to wait 6 months to get seen and kind. I like, but if shit get real bad, you just go to America. You can always use that benefit. At least you have health care.
But with the U.S., everybody have the hope that one day they might be rich.
That's the dream they sell. In America, you do feel that one day you get rich. And those other places, they don't have that, but they don't have a need to have to get rich. So giving people stuff does kind of take that.
Yeah,
thing
a lot
out
of other places, I don't think they really think about that much.
They don't really think about it.
So does it kill ambition? It kills.
It might kill ambition,
innovation.
but what we know is that our system, when you base on the actual success stories, our system is a scam because it got us all thinking. When you base the ones that actually do it, there's a minority that actually get rich. The rest are on the wheel track running. Racing, running. That's the only benefit we had was retirement with the pension. Now they taking that away. Our shit's becoming more and more unappealing, more and more. You got to put in a lot more work to get. Like I said, these new kids ain't even trying to buy property. Yeah. Well, you already know you don't believe in a place anymore. If you ain't trying to put down roots, though, you're like, nah, I just want to go anytime. America ain't seen the problem. I don't want to put anything on paper out here. I just want to do 1 year at a time leases, just in case shit gets shifty. I'm selling off and dipping out of here.
Yeah, the thing is that with America, I think this is going to be that bottom class.
Yeah, but that's everywhere though.
A lot of people just ain't trying to be. They ain't trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
But every country, what happens is, I feel like there's becoming middle class is one of the worst classes to be in because you pay the most taxes. Yeah, you pay the most taxes. You don't have the most. You don't have the most kickbacks and benefits because they're always going to look out for the poor. Right, because the poor have nothing, and they're always going to look out for the rich because they're the ones help passing the laws.
Yeah, the middle class is always
middle class is the worst thing you could be in.
That's like the middle child, bro.
You get.
I wouldn't say it's the worst.
You're paying the most taxes and getting the least amount of benefits.
I wouldn't say it's the worst. You do get the least amount of benefit, but like,
and how do you
some stuff you don't have to deal with, like when you're in the bottom. You don't have to deal with like a lot of crime. You don't have to deal with like certain struggles. You don't have to deal with.
There's a trade off, but if you're a scammer,
you don't have to deal with as much abuse, police abuse.
There's definitely a trade off. There's definitely a trade off.
Yeah, it's a trade off.
There's definitely a trade off, but there's also different ways where you can be middle class. You can be in the bottom.
I mean, there's a struggle for every class.
Yeah, you can be
even at the very top. Like you have the struggle where like you got people who always want to sue you. You got
yeah, but they have
trying to scam you.
They have laws that protect their money. Their shit's kind of the top.
Well, they push for those laws.
Yeah, the top.
It is better to be at the top, but
exactly.
Like, it's still a trade off.
But I'm saying, but when you're at the bottom,
it's a different problem.
You're at the bottom, and there's programs that offer you $25 a month rent. Programs that offer you free car.
Yeah, but look at how those places look, and look at who you live.
I'm just telling you, but there's
look at the stuff you got to. But
look at what you got.
It's too,
as long as you have. I can't say
a lot of times when police come through, they might mistake your place for the drug dealer's place, and they just like
maybe
boom through your door.
Maybe, but there's lots of places
you happen to just wake up and like.
I'm just saying, there's just like a safety net for you when you're at the bottom. There's a social safety net.
It's dangerous too.
It's dangerous, but. And you're in the middle class and you fall off, ain't nobody coming, ain't no protecting you until you.
Middle class really carry this. Like, we really we're the what you call that
we're the engine. We're the engine. I keep the country going.
We're the engine. We support both classes. We support the upper class.
It's the worst spot to be in.
Because when the upper class need to make money, it's us who buys from them, and when the lower class need benefits, it's us who pay the most tax to provide them that benefits too. So.
Look at in Atlanta.
And that's why they always talk about saving the middle class and all that
exactly.
shit. Now,
look at in Atlanta. They just passed a rule that said if you have Airbnb there, you can only have two.
That's some fuck shit. And you have to be
a citizen or a resident of Atlanta. So that means you can only have two. And that's to target and protect all these high rental prices going up. People, as soon as their tenants' leases up, they tell them, hey, your price is going up by 600 because they want to compete with Airbnb. But what's kind of fucked up is
that's not really
all
true,
the local people that do live in Atlanta, like I have multiple properties, like this is my business now. Yeah. I should at least be grandfathered. And I understand y'all trying to tell people that don't live here. Because, outside money always, that's what people do in America. Your money, that's the one thing, your money can work for you. Your money moves around. You don't need to be there. You can invest in something to make money. So there's a lot of properties owned in Atlanta that's not from Atlanta natives.
Mm-hmm. So those people are going to have to get off Airbnb. 2 Airbnb properties?
Yeah, and you have to live in one. or you have to be an Atlanta resident also.
So you only have allowed to have one, basically.
I don't even think you have to live in one. You have to be an Atlanta resident. I don't think so. You're allowed to have two, but you have to be an Atlanta resident.
How would they even control that?
They control it because each property is registered.
Yeah.
And there's taxes, you know what I'm saying? Because what happened, there's a lot of companies that come in through and they buy whole buildings and turn every unit and every. They want all that outside money when you don't care about community. You know, Atlanta's black ran city, so they're not going to allow that gentrification to hit them but so much. Atlanta always got something in looking out for the black folks. That's one thing you have in the city of props.
But does that really look out for the black folks, though?
It's a give and a take because they could keep going and just following money and have no black folks in a couple of years. When you have a very black problem, they do certain stuff like, hold on, they don't allow too much growth too quick. They have to, because Atlanta has a class system because there's super rich blacks in Atlanta. Yeah. They were like, nah, cut all that shit out. Let's have it. Let's let it run through. They'll rather like that. But black folks that grew up poor in Atlanta, they don't feel like they should get too expensive when they have to leave Atlanta, which just happens when you're poor. You usually have no choice. You go wherever the city throws you.
There you go.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's one of the things. Like I said, when you have no choice, when you're at the bottom, you go wherever the life throws you. You
gotta move with the wind.
You gotta move with the wind.
It's just like I said, this video, this dude who made his living on Dale Bridge in L.A.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He turned the shit into a little bachelor pad
and renting out fucking sections of that shit,
bruh. That shit's lavish.
You know that shit's like 6 years old.
Oh, really?
That's just
from like 2014.
Yeah,
it's crazy that people even get to that point.
That dude, he living better under that bridge than some people who got houses, man. That's
true.
Crazy.
So the games, every country is gonna have its bottom class and all that stuff. The system's crazy though.
I mean, every system, period. Even like look at the NBA. You got the team that's never gonna make it past 0.500. Yeah, you got the team that's gonna, always make it to the playoff, and the team that's gonna win the championship.
Is there a forever bad team in the NBA still? Because now, the way the NBA is set up, no team's too sorry for too long anymore.
It used to be Cleveland Cavaliers, and
now that's
before LeBron James,
and now it's changed. Now the way the NBA is teamed up, I guess I want to say I would have thought it ruined it after the super player era, but even now there's just so much good talent.
Yeah,
there's
what
a
team
bunch
I would
of
say
teams.
You still have New Orleans.
They about your boy. What do you mean? New Orleans got
see how Charlotte.
New Orleans got buddy Zion. If he's young and healthy,
but did they make it? Did they make the playoff? Have they made the playoff?
Did they make it when your boy was there?
The play-in, I think.
Did they make it when what's name was there before he went
Chris
to
Paul?
No, before before he went to the Lakers when he was in New Orleans.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, Anthony Davis. Did they make it with him?
He probably made it once or twice, but he never went far into the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, yeah.
Well, I mean that's still good. They got the number one player, so they're still. Some teams don't have to make it to the championship. Sometimes you got legacy behind it, looking like the Dallas Cowboys. Them motherfuckers ain't win since I was in elementary school, but they're like a legacy team. They got a huge following, almost like an NBA.
The Dallas Cowboys is like. They're America's team,
America's
bro.
team.
They just sell
but the only reason they're America's team
they sell their fans
is because they had a run
time.
in the 90s. That's why it's America's. Just like a lot of people's team at some point, they don't want to say it now. It used to be Chicago because Jordan had that run. We grew up that time. There was barely any shows on TV back in the days. Maybe 21, 25 channels. And NBA was popping. Once that imprint, how big they were in that era, and they're still around here, some people just tell themselves, oh, Chicago's my team. Even though Chicago ain't, you know what I'm saying? They ain't
I would say Chicago probably one of the most recognized brand outside.
Yeah, because Jordan.
Yeah, because I remember even when I was in Haiti, I really used to see that
Chicago. Chicago's like this. Chicago's the centerpiece of America.
Yeah.
So every railroad track leads to Chicago, all that shit.
What do you mean, Chicago Bulls? Or are you talking about Chicago just
the
general?
Bulls?
Yeah,
both.
Yeah.
Even like Chicago itself, the city, it's more popular than the state itself.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's one of those cases that we're like a city bigger than the state it's in.
Yeah, Chicago's its own to be. So with the Bulls, that people remember the Bulls. That's like a team. We don't have like an America team for an NBA, but that would have been the Bulls had Jordan still been. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and as far as like GDP, they're like I think number 3 or number 2 behind New York or LA.
I just don't see how, if you grew up in a place. I'm always thinking like that. Like, if I grew up in a place and it's a poor and destitute, it'd be different when you see it. But all you got to usually do, the rougher the area is, all you got to do is travel maybe 2-3 blocks, and you see shit get fucking nice. It's always crazy how
it's crazy.
How one place is completely neglected.
But poor people have that mindset that like we're not allowed to go past this.
Yeah,
road.
all you got to do is go past that road.
It's usually a train track.
It's usually a train track or a highway. Chicago, right there.
Or bridge.
Yeah, when you go to Chicago
there's
from
like the
hood,
river.
Once you see the downtown nice area, I'm like, how you don't get nothing but inspiration?
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like, bro, when I go over there, like, you drive downtown,
I feel like
you see that whole wall of buildings. I'm like, damn, I feel like this shit is like.
I tell you, when I went there, I was like, I had some respect for Trump. When I seen this building, one of the nicest buildings out there.
Right.
Had the odd shape. I was like, this, my dog, he left a legacy in this.
Yeah, you see some of the architecture too.
I'm like, I don't say I get nothing but motivation without seeing that, but there's some people that they don't drive. It's like people that live in Miami.
Biden even got a building.
He could set his legacy too if he was building back America, like you said. If we would have built some kind of crazy bridge.
Where he from? Delaware?
He's from Delaware, the places where they used to build shit.
He got a building in Delaware.
Nigga, the own property in Delaware. Y'all niggas disrespecting the president of the God damn.
Yeah, man. That's just how it is. Yeah, folks in the hood only see like, I don't know if it's like walking with blinders on. But I think that just might be human history, bro. It's not in that. Because the same way when you're in the hood, you only see one thing. Yeah. It made me realize rich people only see. They really only think that. They must think that motherfuckers are poor by choice.
No, of course not. Because everybody lives in a bubble.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
And I remember when I was going shopping, when it was wedding shopping, we go nothing but, going nothing but resorts and stuff like that. When you see nothing but that and there's endless amounts, you're like, God damn, how much multi-million-dollar properties can you have to rent? There's endless amounts. That means there's endless amount of people that live in them, that live like this. It makes you realize like that we really are just, there's just people be in their own world. You really I don't know what the poor do. They must be out here choosing to be poor. That'd be the only way you could really justify that much people living completely different than you.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, everybody have their own stories.
Everyone got their own
scenarios, but in America, like it's different.
We grew up in Palm Beach, bro. Palm Beach is one of the richest areas in Florida.
Palm Beach is different.
If you go around, all you got to do is go down.
Yeah, it's the
Palm Beach is different.
Go down right there on Federal.
You got to be willing to see that.
Yeah, if you go see that, you talking about one of the richest zip codes in America, bro. You go down that back road. I don't know if you're ever by the beach. You're the back road.
Oh yeah.
And you see nothing but fucking houses and like this shit looks.
Yeah, but you have people in Palm Beach that would never even.
Yeah, it's nuts. I
wouldn't
never
cross their
that.
mind to even. They don't even think they're allowed to drive on that road.
I never understand that. That shit just driving down that road like fuck. That's like going to Star Island and Miami and rich areas like that. Oh, yeah. Just seeing that shit used to be inspirational.
Palm Beach is a little different though, because like in Palm Beach, like unlike New York, Chicago, LA, it's not like when you're in the hood or in a certain area, you just stuck there. Like when you go to school damn near like almost like. Everyone else.
No, that's where we went to school at. That's not how it is everywhere. When you're in the city, you're in the city. They don't go to, black folks go to county schools just like anyone. You might mix with the.
No, but like in other places in like Chicago, like the type of people that you live around, that's all you see. Those type of people. But in Palm Beach, like you see like different groups of people. You see different.
That's because Palm Beach was, like Lake Worth High was a massive school.
Yeah,
because you're in Lake Worth, you get a different mix of different people.
Yeah, it also was a magnet school.
Yeah, it was also a magnet school. That's kind of like a higher end school as well. Yeah, but they had schools in the West Side. They go like Palm Beach Lakes, where it's not, and you might see majority black kids in there. And it's also Palm Beach, so it's majority white people anyway. So you're never gonna have I don't think we would have anywhere that's gonna be all black.
But they even here, like you get a lot. You got a big mix.
We got a few black schools that are historically black high schools in Orlando. I don't know if we have that in Palm Beach.
Yeah, but Orlando has. You also have to have projects too, though. Orlando has projects. Palm Beach only West End has projects, like the West Side,
the Revere and shit.
Yeah. So Orlando has. Orlando has projects. When you got a nice cluster of black folks, enough of them to make it their own little square, and that makes sense. And even then, there's white kids going to those schools. Yeah,
because when you're talking about like New York project, you in there.
Yeah,
you're talking about Chicago, you in there. You talking about LA, you in there.
Even places like New York, when they have a project, they should have been a school inside that project.
Yeah, Trent wanted turn one of the apartments into
It's a whole unit. They shouldn't have
those are the real
all
traps.
those kids get back in and get back out, go on the road and go to their school. They should have broke apart those projects within schools within themselves. It's not like I'm from this project, I'm going to a school kid from another project. Now y'all got beef. When I could just make y'all be in your own businesses.
Like when you're from that side of town, you in there. Like that's your trap.
It's public school, so the taxes pay for the school.
Yeah.
And if nobody's paying property tax, how you gonna have a school?
Yeah, that's why they're always underfunded.
Apartments are only
Section 8, you ain't paying taxes.
It's not gonna pay enough taxes to run the whole school.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like we're like, the lower class. You get some benefit. You get, but
and that's what sucks now.
There's a trade off. Yeah.
Right now, the middle class pays for the schooling, right? And now the schools are outperforming the magnet schools. So I'm already paying for something and it's getting a subpar result than a private school or what's the school that I go to school when I already pay for something. You say that's what's worse. You like it's kind of being like the postal service. We all pay for taxes for mail, but we know if you want shit getting done fast, you gotta go through FedEx or the other people. You're saying the regular mail just don't cut it, which sucks. We're already paying for it. It's like being double charged.
Yeah. All right, what else we got? Where are we? What we in?
Still in politics, yeah. So let's get out of politics.
Yeah, let's get away from poor talk.
Let's
see.
So what do we do?
Go straight down.
Should we hit?
Hip hop seems small.
Not really.
Smaller than the other two.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
Yeah, so this was old, man. Master P daughter, she passes away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from overdose.
Oh yeah, it was an overdose.
Yeah, I guess she always had problems with drugs and all that. Becky tried to.
Which daughter is this? Because
it's not. It was when I was on the show, not lyric, not the one that sings and all that. It's like another one. She said, I think she, probably party, hanging with friends, sick and shit like that. I don't know if hers was from. I don't think hers was from an injury that she got addicted to it. I'm not sure. I think because on the show he was trying to have like an intervention with her. But that's what happens, man. People party, getting them drugs, and they get hooked, and sadly they go. I'm saying addiction's a hell of a thing, though. But especially it's worse when the person that's on it don't want to get off of it. That's the thing. I don't know what I could do with a drug addict, though.
Yeah, we gotta try quite a diffs and hip hops. So, we got the trial for Nipsey Hussle, the man that accused of killing him.
I don't know if we can say accused.
Well, yeah, he did.
We watched that shit on video.
Well, you know how they word it. You know what I'm saying? They're still gonna call him a suspect. Even though we saw it, but the trial's set to begin. So, see how that goes.
Yeah, that was a Shitty Loke, whatever it was.
Shitty Cuz.
Yeah, Shitty Cuz.
Kind of name.
Your boy's representing him. The nigga that represented OJ. I don't know what he's gonna go for. Maybe he'll try to go for. I don't know if he could say it can't be self defense. He probably gonna cop out. Do
definitely not self defense because he was an attack.
So who's representing them?
The nigga that represented OJ. Not
Johnny
OJ.
Cochran?
The nigga that represented yeah, the nigga that tried to prosecute OJ. Sorry.
Oh,
that represented OJ. So like, why you always pit yourself against black people for? That's what I'll say. So that's what I'm saying. Hopefully, I don't know. It's been a minute. Some rappers die. We never even know what happened to their killers. Whatever happened to the killers of XXX Tentacion?
Well, he did get arrested. Yeah,
yeah, they got arrested, but I don't know what happened with their case. They're young though, so
yeah, just throw them and forget about them.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. They're young, but they're gonna have to serve time. I mean, I'm just surprised the story didn't pick back up. They had their killers. You had the killers. They had finally arrested the killer for Jim Master J. You know what I'm saying? There's lots of fucking charges. Your boy's still been locked up the whole time. What's his name? The one from Miami who had caught a body.
From that rapper.
That rapper, yeah.
We need some poo.
Oh, what was his name? I
Wavy
forgot.
Navy Poo.
That's one, but there was another one. Remember that was one of the time your boy ended up going on the chase. There was a couple rappers that blew up and then they went to jail. They've been fighting their case ever since.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I forgot his name. It's gonna come to me afterwards.
There's a lot of death in hip hop. You got Metro Boomin' mother get killed by her husband.
Yeah.
Then he commits suicide.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Love is vicious.
Then you also have a video model, Pasha Bledsoe. Yeah. She was in the Nelly video, Hot in Here.
Did they say how she passed? You said she passed, right?
She had a brain tumor.
I didn't even find out about this shit.
I had seen it somewhere.
Who's keeping up with video models? Who knows, how does this shit makes the list? I'm actually
some of them we remember from back in the day.
Our niggas must have been whacking off.
They're the original Instagram model.
It's always crazy
from
to look at
Melissa Ford, Esther Baxter. You got a few others. Yeah.
It's always crazy to look at old videos, models, to see the old beauty standard.
Yeah, man.
Bro, them bitches be looking a hot fucking mess compared to nowadays, bro.
I don't know if they look a hot man. It's also the fact that they were. I'm just surprised how skinny they were. The size back then, it was.
Yeah, they were pretty slim. Yeah.
They look a mess, bro. I was looking at whose video I was watching. I was watching the old T-Pain video, and I was like, them niggas didn't get good looking women.
Nah, maybe not T-Pain.
Nah, they were good looking. They were,
bruh.
But now you think of like the Rockefellers, Give It To Me. Everyone in that video looked right. That Jay-Z that Give It To You. So it all depends on what your budget was at the time.
Right. The hair budget was low.
Well, now you got the you got the 4K screen.
Yeah, they shooting in 4K now.
Advanced makeup. You got the you see less pimples. You can cover pimples a little.
It's just contouring.
Yeah.
All types of shit. But back then, them videos.
But what I noticed is they're a lot slimmer. Yeah.
Yeah, this is America.
Yeah, a lot slimmer versus now. Like it's like unreal. It's like what the fuck, and it is unreal. So there's that, and what was it? What was that day? Was it on the 12th? We had Kodak birthday. Did a big celebration down in Pompano. Perform.
Is that the one he had his son performing with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, his little jit gonna be a star, bro. He just keeps promoting him. He get him to be like a little. I can see letting him become like a little online brand or something like that. As he had his dad's mannerisms down, so you can make him like a little baby Kodak. Get his page popping and make him become a little star himself. It was crazy, little jit, just like his dad performing like that. This is dope. You get
How old is this kid?
I'd say he couldn't be more than 6 years old. Though. I was a little kid, between 6 and 4. A little young kid rapping, has dad.
He was born when he came out.
Yeah, bro. So, that would be definitely a good look. Probably about doing that, trying to make that little kid blow up.
But Montana was there. Pompano Mayor was there. So.
Kodak done one. It's crazy to watch.
Came out. Yeah.
Kodak then turned into a full star out here, bro.
Yeah, but Kodak don't get I guess highlighted for all the good shit he does in the community though.
That's true, but I'm just that's very true
because he does a lot for Pompano and
he does
and the black community in that area. So he don't get celebrated for that.
What is Pompano? Is Pompano considered Miami?
No, that's Broward.
Broward, right?
Yeah.
So there's Broward and there's Dade. I don't know why it's always like assumed. So all these new rappers are coming out of Broward. That's the popular area. Because that's where XXX is from. He's from Broward. Kodak's from Broward. Yeah. And the crazy thing about them is that all those Broward artists is like, they all blew up. Like, they were popular online when they blew up as well. It's like they had fight videos online. So it's like you watch them grow up above the year. All their old shit's online. There's like videos of Kodak fighting in the bathroom when he was a little kid.
Yeah.
And shit. Them boys been recording it. This is what these just grew up on. They grew up recording their whole shit online.
Pompano is what Palm Beach was trying to be.
That's what I feel like. I feel like we done got skipped, right?
Because remember, Palm Beach used to have all this bullshit of all this dumb shit happening in the hood. All of it was captured on video.
Yeah.
Niggas with guns and videos.
It's like they caught the wave. We got on right too late because it was Miami was always hot.
Yeah, we missed it, yeah.
Miami was always hot. Jacksonville getting a little hot. Tallahassee got huge with T-Pain. You know what I'm saying? But he kind of still was the man and the other was like, but it's like popping on caught the wave of Palm Beach was a sketch.
Yeah.
Palm Beach, we had the peanut butter jelly. We had the little gangsters and thugs. You know, we were getting hot at one point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Niggas were coming out here running scams and doing little.
Yeah, I didn't think Palm Beach was going to really.
Yeah, but niggas got hit with them Ricos.
That was just one. That was just one thing. I don't know. Palm Beach just fizzled out. Palm Beach was getting real big, bro. We had Luke coming down here and opening clubs. Palm Beach was lit at one point.
Opening club, yeah.
She was lit at once. We were trying to be like a little mini Miami. There'll be King of Diamonds up there. We're trying to make our own version down here.
The money there's too much old money in Palm Beach. They're not gonna let you niggas do that shit. That's I'm about to turn this shit into a fucking hood.
That's for damn sure. Yeah,
there's too much money in Palm Beach.
Didn't want that shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, all that shit was happening. Epstein was right there under our nose all 20 years of it, right there in Palm Beach, snatching up white bitches, not being charged.
I think this was somebody said like this is the only thing that we avoided.
Yeah, it's Epstein. Yeah,
it was Epstein.
Yeah, that actually goes to show you how much money, how much power this dude had over there. What else we have?
Let's see, we have Roddy Ricch arrested because he was supposed to perform at the New York Governor Ball, but on his way there, ended up getting arrested. Let's see, I got to follow up on that story. Don't really know why.
Yeah, he got a gun charge. I don't know why. New York's one of the worst places to catch a gun charge.
He had a gun in New York.
Apparently, he had a charge on weapons charges, gun charges. I think it was in New York. They're saying so.
That nigga going to jail.
I don't think they pursue it like they used to anymore.
Nigga ain't no gun charge in New York. And what's his name is the governor now? What's his name?
Adams. But Adams is very
fucking around.
I don't think he's on that. Everyone has to go make an example out of celebrity shit. Adams he wants to prosecute on lyrics. He is going to be tough. RICO charges already started in New York. He's going to go down the line. But I don't think he's going to go out. Back in the days, New York used to be zero gun. They wanted a celebrity to slip through there. You going to jail. Don't care who the fuck. Wayne went to jail. Plexico went to jail. Anyone went through there with a gun, catching jail charge. You had to do that 1 year.
Roddy, what's his name?
Roddy Ricch.
I don't think New York on that
going
shit.
to jail, nigga.
I don't think New York on that shit.
Yeah, he got released.
Because that shit was kind of nuts. Like,
yeah, you get released.
You get released,
you
but
can
then
post
you go to trial.
bond.
They didn't.
But you go to
back
trial.
then, they would all do the jail. Yeah, they'll all do at least 1 year. That's how I ruined the jail. No one that got caught went to New York. You pass through that bitch, you catch you there, you doing that year automatically. Well, Lil Wayne went to jail.
Bro, it's a minimum, bro. That nigga's going to jail, bro.
But is it because all these guys had priors? Because I don't see. Because it wasn't until that lady showed up to the Breakfast Club that she said that. I thought the New York people had no rule. That she's like, no, the judge, even the prosecutor, could always ask for leniency or not pursue it in that way. It was just at the time they're just zero tolerance. And of course, you're black, you got caught in jail every time.
But I say you make too much money for you to be getting caught with gun charge. I mean, you should just keep security around with you as you move.
I just don't understand how it's illegal. Guns are allowed in America. So how you get the fuck? People used to go to New York, right? That were from Florida, who have your license, and you didn't know, and then you get caught, and you're supposed to do a year in jail. That's why someone started fighting. They're like, no, that's why now they made it federal. If you have your license, it's now national. It's now recognized nationally. Okay. But I don't know if you still have to comply. Like they can't. I'm saying
for certain states, you still do.
You still have to comply, but I don't think they can. You might get arrested for it, but I don't think you can get charged for it now because it's not superseding the.
I would say like some state, just like here in Florida, it may like you may be good in like maybe 10 or 20 other states.
Yeah,
but there are other states where like no, you have to actually get their registration.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think they might arrest you for not having it, but I don't think it'll stay up in court. You're still gonna go through a process because they now recognize the federal because your gun was on your license. Because that's what happened. So I think a security company or someone from else place was traveling up to like a place like New York, California is very strict, and you're like, this shit don't make no sense. How the fuck am I supposed to be? I'm saying I can't. I don't live here. Why would I have a license here?
Because I remember I had a teacher back in I think was it high school who said like he used to be able to carry a gun in New York.
Yeah,
while
back
he
in the
lived
days
when he
when they
lived
changed
up
it.
there. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, there's still places in New York where you can have a gun. Buffalo. It's the city.
Maybe within the city. Yeah,
it's the city that have all these rules that are kind of crazy. I was like, you losing rights as you go into the city, and they still have high crime. As tough as they are on high crime, I don't understand. So you can still have a shotgun and all that stuff, right? How does that work?
I have no idea how the gun laws work in New York. I just know not to have a gun while I'm in New York.
You just know not to be strapped. And niggas still getting shot, still getting stabbed in a place that got super high. I don't
just
know.
not be in the area where with the city where you got a lot more people. It's more all close together. It's more intensified. Yeah.
I don't know.
So you can't compare that to.
So you think if they made it where everyone had guns would have got worse?
In some way, like
because they always been tough on guns and criminals are still acting tough.
New York is such a crazy place, bro.
I think so.
I know New York's a crazy place. You gotta control these niggas.
No, I think so.
In New York, bro.
Because I think it'll be like Wild Wild West. Yeah, I think so.
But once shit get Wild Wild West, niggas will calm down for a bit.
Bro, New York is a crazy fucking place, bro.
Yeah. With all that stress and
each time I say New York, I don't see it. It's not a feasible way humans are supposed to be living. Like too fast, too crammed. Like this isn't a functional way that we supposed to be actually living as people. You said
I like
all
the
on
fast
top of
pace
each other.
in New York. I prefer that fast pace in New York.
It's fast, but it's
I like shit being open 24 hours.
That's dope. That's dope.
Always going.
But the fact that you could fucking fall right in front of somebody, everybody mind their business, keep it going. I like the South that every now and then I'm like, hey, sir, which way? And someone else, go this way. New York, motherfucker, you call the person, just keep it going. It is kind of crazy that there's this much people, but I guess if you kept stopping and helping people along the way, you would get nothing done in New York because it's too much people.
Way too
so
much.
Motherfuckers, you can tell you're a tourist there. You try to get help, motherfuckers just keep it moving or this, that, and third. They just we don't have none of the hospitality that we have down here.
Fuck that. I ain't asking for help in New York.
You try to have
it. Just look like a lick. That's a lick.
You gotta pretend you know.
I didn't know you from out of town. That's a very
yeah, bro.
Yeah, New York. I like that aspect, but it's just that the fact you have to go home, and then when you're going home, you got to go home either an hour early or be prepared to be an hour outside as you circle in the block trying to find parking. That's nuts, bro.
I experienced that shit, man. Like, driving from Manhattan, driving through Manhattan, the worst mistake
That's poor people problem.
If you don't have what's about
wealthy people,
said in
like
Brooklyn,
there's no parking issue for wealthy people in New York
because they got a parking garage.
They got a parking spot.
Yeah, they drive into their penthouse. They got the elevator that take them up there.
That's only poor people, bro.
It's not poor people because some people are just regular folks too. Because those are $1 million homes. Those are called
poor people.
Yeah, $1 million in New York. Like you're more like in middle class.
Not even middle class. You're at the bottom middle class.
By New York standard, that's middle class.
Yeah, you are exactly. Those are the motherfuckers that's fucking up Florida economy, though. They come down here.
Yeah, they come down here with the bag.
Big dogs in Florida. They come down here at $1 million. You know what I'm saying? They come out here paying extra, closing before everyone. So But in New York, people that stay middle class, you got to circle the block 10 times if you can find a parking.
That's crazy though. Like you could be making that kind of money and you're still middle class.
That's another aspect of New York.
When you talking about people making $100,000, depending on where you live, like that
don't mean a damn thing in New York.
Yeah, because you got niggas in California making
that's another place,
money, and they're still homeless. They're still sleeping in their cars, making
still got 6 roommates.
Fuck out.
I seen someone had a design where they created sleeping pods.
Yeah, you got people with decent jobs, decent careers still. Fuck that.
All right, what else we got in hip? Are we still in hip hop?
Let's see, we're done with hip hop.
Yeah, we should be done. I don't know if any other thing. Did we speak on T-Pain saying the last 2 years he made more music off of video games than he did off of the last 4 years of music?
Made more money.
Yep.
From playing video games on Twitch than music in the last 4 years.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's also a different way to get money because this is people donate to shit in what's name. So there's no cap on. Oh, I sell this amount of what's name. I'm gonna get this amount of money. You just have random people just giving you money for watching your fucking Twitch and shit.
Yeah, and the platforms also pays you. You get ad money. You get a whole lot. Yeah, you could sell your merch on there too. Yeah, your merch. Yeah, so it's more lucrative for artists or celebrities or people who are just trying to like build their fame up. Yeah, if you could do it, yeah, you get paid.
I'm just thinking about Gray's Twitch days.
I just was waiting. I'm seeing how long Gray's able to keep this up. Yeah. I already knew it was gonna be long. I know that shit's a tall order.
Yeah, I might get back into it too.
I tried doing a YouTube page with my kids on. I got kids for days. And even then I film like maybe 3, 4, 5 times.
Your kids don't do none of that stuff?
They do it on their own time. Kids, listen, the way we grew up doing it, that's why they're so good at it. They'll do videos every day for each other. They put it on their gram. No one's looking at it. That's why they could do it. They ain't got no time. They just put in 3-4 hours editing, chopping, and putting up bullshit that only 4 people are going to see. You do that shit for 30 days straight, that shit's going to beat the life out of you. You ain't got the heart to see no 7 watchers, 7 views. 7 views. They do that all damn day long. And they friends, they built on that shit. We ain't built on that shit. Like, Jesus. Yeah. That's just after a while, you just feel lame doing it. Like, God damn, this shit lame. But you see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It'd be different, dog. I be watching people get into it. Oh, now this week I'm a model, or this week I'm this, and they put on the videos. They watch my channel, guys. Like, all right, I'll support. I've been there. I already know. Are you gonna keep it up? I already know when you see them numbers.
Yeah, I'm feeling like
demoralized. That shit is completely demoralizing. Yeah, I'm telling you. Even podcasting now, I kind of don't like the fact that it's so popular. You know what I'm saying? Like, with hip-hop, I always kind of didn't like the fact that I like hip-hop or loved hip-hop so much. Because it's so much, I don't like being painted into a circle, painted into I don't like being painted into a diagram. Almost like black folks, it's almost like a statistic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this nigga's either a baller or a rapper or this, that, third. And it's not something that I wanted it to be, but it's something that was a passion I actually lived with.
That was the options given to you. Yeah.
It wasn't the options. I'm Haitian, so I had no option, but I happen to love this thing. And it just happened to be a common thing that everyone in our people, we love rapping or balling. That's the thing that was shown to us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't like, but now the podcasting, we got into that, but now it seems like it's another thing that, now y'all doing, you don't see, it's one of the insults online. Black men, we done told y'all to get more solid, y'all want to make podcasts. Y'all think that's weird? They can make that a little generic statement, black men, because it's just so much thing that everyone's doing now. Now it seems like we're just doing what everyone else is doing.
It's going to be an insult.
It's like an insult. Oh, this is a podcast, nigga. Oh, get away from him, sis. It's one of those stuff, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing shit that everyone's doing if I also like it, but I also don't like everyone doing everything that I'm doing. It's a weird spot.
At the same time, like the community never supported anything outside of sports and entertainment. They never support anything else outside of it.
Yeah, but now that everyone's doing it.
Even business, we just now, people are talking about, entrepreneurship.
Correct.
Now,
and every entrepreneur has entrepreneur has a podcast.
Any of those other things, any of those field, any of those other hobbies.
Okay, but even when they're all doing all that, they also have an outreach. So even people with businesses try to create a podcast of said business. It's a space the space that we went into is a space that's it's very popular. Everyone wants to be in business, sure, but they also want a podcast for said business. It like, damn, everyone podcasting, sports podcast, this podcast, comic book podcast.
If you're podcasting for business, you're not in business.
There's some people that do it because podcasting when you're in a niche.
People who do podcasts for business is like, okay, they already reach a point where their business is already successful. No rules. No, you're not running a business and also doing podcasts at the same time.
People are doing it. When those girls were out there selling sex podcasts and not doing anything, that shit blew up and then becomes their main breadwinner. It's because they're doing it.
That's different. That's different from business and trying.
Matter of fact, was the two black girls?
Horrible decision.
Horrible decision. These girls are full-time accountants, rich brokers. They do that for a living. And they just made a podcast about them doing horse shit in the afternoon. And now that's their biggest bread, and they walked away from their job.
Full-time accountant as a job? Or?
That was their job. They were like stock traders, do shit like that.
Yeah, you said was, so it didn't already did
no,
it.
No, what I'm saying is horrible decision.
That was their 9 to 5. Yeah. So it's not like it was a business.
So they already had their experience. They already had their experience. They already like gone through that. No. I'm talking about somebody who's still in, like trying to grow their business and trying to, work it.
No,
it wasn't their business.
It wasn't their business. They had full-time jobs and their podcast blew up to the point.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like they had the job. Are they still working?
No, because the podcast makes too much money. So
yes,
you walk away.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People are going to walk away when one thing eclipses the other.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like if you're doing your business, it's either like, okay, you're going to leave that or you're going to get to a point. No, get to a point where your business is able to like run itself. Maybe like where like it get big enough where like you're able to hire like a CEO or manager to run it, where you can take some time off to actually do other things. But if you're really trying to do both at the same time, nah, bro.
I don't think podcasting takes so much time that you can't have another job.
You must think podcasting is difficult, bro.
It's only an hour of your time.
It does consume you. Yeah, trying to have a successful podcast. It does.
It don't have to be successful. We're telling you, you could be in your niche in your pocket for so long. Then. No, they're not. And when that shit catch fire, some people catch fire. That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly. When it catch fire, you got to put in more time into it, and you got to put in time for it to catch fire.
Not even. Sometimes you might. I'm telling you.
So how come we ain't catching fire then?
There's a million podcasts. That's what I'm telling you.
We've been there before most of them.
It's not a time thing, bro. No. It's not a time. I think you think it's one of those things like. I feel like some people
think because if I put in my time, you're gonna get rewarded.
So what are we not doing?
American shit, yeah. You think because you work hard, you're gonna get.
What are we not doing? There's a code to everything. What are we not doing?
But if there's a code to everything and everyone knew it, then everyone would do it. You know what I'm saying? Different stuff apply different stuff. It's not like just putting in the time isn't good enough anymore. Some people who puts in the most time, the motherfuckers at the bottom. They do the most work. They put in the most time. Sometimes the smart person that finds the work.
Not putting in the most time, but we gotta be more savvy and like.
That's what I'm saying. They could be all sorts of things. It could be marketing. It could be promotion. It could be you're too broad. You know what I'm saying? It could be all sorts of things. But just in general, you could be out here dropping podcasts in an empty room all years of it, and then never catches fire, and you go off and spin off and do another podcast, and that one blows up.
Oh, say there's a timing factor too, and I've seen that for like different products, businesses, and podcasts. Just like we were talking about Palm Beach, and
there's timing as well.
There's a timing.
Timing
factor,
sometimes might as well. Sometimes you come at the right time and things might work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes nowadays you have all the old celebrities. They rather go out and create their own podcast as well because they already got a fan base, and that fan base is gonna tune in.
So it makes sense.
You're cultivating your own little niche.
That's a good thing when you have fame, you can capitalize on it.
Oh, definitely. That's one of the things. So that's one of the things. All the celebrities are now doing it. But I remember podcast was a dead space at one point. But now, like I said, now with Kevin Samuels being gone, you have all the niggas that try to get the Kevin Samuels back.
Everybody trying to take Kevin Samuels.
I'm seeing more and more girls joining the manosphere. And they should pop it quick because niggas love a supportive woman. She's supportive. Oh, yeah, she riding with us.
You know what
they going to blow her up quicker.
You know what you call those in the manosphere?
What?
Chameleons.
Oh, you think they pretend?
Them bitches is just faking, bro.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. I'm cool with it. It's no different than the guys that are like the Steve Harveys and the shit that are pandering. Yeah. Them niggas are just faking. Just like you fake that, you get your crowd.
I don't know how people don't see through that shit.
That shit sounds refreshing. Because who else is saying what they're saying? When you see everyone saying the same shit, and they were like, "Oh, these guys are right, girls. Y'all not doing this." You're like, "Oh yeah, she deserves a like. She deserves a share. She come with some other. She at least deserve this."
We called them chameleons, but other chicks call them what? Pick-me's.
They call them pick-me's and stuff like that.
What do you call that? Donation?
Yeah, run their donation. You got to put a
gift.
Yeah, so it's. When they come different, some of them might be worth it. There's some that been doing it, like the one girl that used to be with the Muslim dude. She's like a natural girl, black girl, has a puffy hair. She usually always on point. And, she'll talk about. She'll like, "I love my black man. I don't know what you're talking about." She's always speaking about the black community.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
What's her name?
But I gotta get her name.
Is it Crimson Cure?
I can't remember. I gotta get the name because she was with your boy that one that I said
Eric Lachey. Erica Lachey.
Did she do a tour with
the Afro? She's also an artist.
No, I don't think she's an artist. But there's, like I said, there's a lot in the space now that's popping. That you're gonna see popping now.
Yeah, as soon as the man passed away, they feel they could come. What's that? There's nobody here to check them no more.
As they should. Listen,
like,
it's capitalism.
He held a big void. He held a big position. Yeah,
it's capitalism. The guy that go first, you were saying the guy that go first ain't gonna be the richest. There's about to be a motherfucker that's about to get paid
like,
off this manosphere shit.
Kevin Samuels was like, oh, you could have Standard Oil. And then, he left. Now you got Exxon,
BP, Exxon, all this
BP. That's crazy. Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things. I don't like the fact
YouTube
that
hasn't been the same without your boy, bro.
It ain't.
What do you mean?
YouTube ain't been the same without Kevin Samuels.
It ain't.
Bro.
Yeah.
Just find other guys that speak on the same subject.
Nah, bro, they don't do it as well.
It ain't.
So it's wild out there.
All right. Well, so what other news in sports? We missed this one. Ricky Williams takes the last name of his wife and claims to balance the relationship. What do you guys think about that?
Pandering.
Pandering to who though?
His wife, I guess. I mean, then again, like when you're in a marriage, it kind of like you structure it how you want to. If it works for you, it works for you. So,
what do you mean?
Whatever works for you guys, like.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Because it's almost like, you get to be creative within it. You get to do, you don't have to, it's like you don't have to go to it's traditional, but you also don't have to be traditional with it. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck that shit. That shit is weird.
What?
It is. That's a good thing. That's a great thing about being married. You get to be weird.
The man
and you get to be
the wife's last name.
Yeah, and you get to be comfortable and happy being weird.
That shit. I'm not with that.
You get to be happy and comfortable with being weird. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See,
I'm not with that man taking the wife's shit. But we're in a different age.
That nigga's not in a different. That nigga's our age.
I think like
people hyphenate. People take different names.
I think it happens before, but like it wasn't.
That shit didn't happen before. Where that shit happened? Where?
I think it happens like when say the wife it's just like one of the last member of the family. There's like no man to carry on.
If there's no man,
name.
you don't want the man and you want to represent your dad. Usually you're supposed to hyphenate then. But which is still it's supposed to be right. That's why they say do you not put under your protection. She under my watch now, nigga.
Not to kill the last name off, I guess.
If you wanted to have one, you should have more boys.
It still get killed off because like them kids definitely gonna have the hyphenated name. But I seen like some.
No, if they're not gonna have, how are you not gonna have hyphenated? You don't just drop a hyphenate.
Kids.
Yeah, the kid has the hyphenate.
Nah.
The kid's last name.
But I've seen like a lot of I think like a few. I know some of my friends who are Hispanic. They would have
Hispanics merge two names.
Merge the names and they
become
several.
A new house. Yeah, they become a new house. So they'll merge the two names together. But if your wife is hyphenated, she may just doing it because she don't want to lose it. But she has kids. In theory, if she didn't want to lose the last name, the kids are supposed to have the same hyphenated last name, or else it still dies with her. She didn't just have to change. It don't make no difference. You know what I'm saying? In theory, she'd say it's to keep that lineage going.
No, we run
the kids gotta have the hyphen too. She didn't do anything
over here.
You know
there's one last name in the house. Fuck that. Your father should have had a son.
That's just one way.
The mark.
That's just one of the way the patriarchy keeps its brand is trying to making it seem like the men are more valuable that way. That they're the only ones they can transfer the names from. Even with that, remember when I found out on this podcast about the king and queen shit? That we found that the reason your boy ain't got no damn powers because it could only pass through
the woman.
Yeah, it can only. I don't know if it can only pass through. It can only pass through. Yeah, the same bloodline. So for whatever reason, I think we did it. I forgot how she wanted. She's a purebred. What's that? But the son of the one that got her, something like that. We spoke on it a while back on the podcast, where I guess what they have is only the male heir could pass it on.
So
What else we have?
What would it take for you guys to take your wife's last name?
I don't know what would be the reason to? That's what I don't get. What was it? I would, if I'm getting married, like I said,
so if your wife hyphenates, should you hyphenate?
It doesn't happen, but I guess you can. But in theory, if
so
she's
hyphenating,
if she's hyphenating to keep the last name for the family, your kids are supposed to be hyphenated too. But sometimes some women just do it because they built the whole career, they built the whole brand. They're not changing it. They're like, I'll hyphenate. Look at thinking like Kim Kardashian. When she got married, she was Kim Kardashian West. She hyphenated West.
Half of the people that talking about hyphenating and stuff, that ain't no fucking brand.
Yeah.
My thing is,
regular people ain't got no brand, bro.
Regular people ain't got it, but some girls are hung up on it.
They
want to keep their name. They don't want to be under a guy for a couple. If we go our separate ways, I still have mine.
But that's the thing. When they separate, it's not like she drops your last name. She keeps that shit and keeps it going too.
Sometimes if it's hyphenated, it's easier for her to just drop you and just go back to using her maiden name and just having, because your name was attached to hers. So it's also
a lot of times it's just like the way the name sounds.
If you ain't taking the last name, we just ain't getting married.
A lot of times it's just the way the name sounds. Like, I guess the way it like kind of flows.
I feel like as a traditionalist, my last name got to be the one to come out. That's the benefit from the guy. The guys ain't the one looking for the I need to get married. These other things. That's the trade off. All right, I'm taking this step. This is the thing that locks it in. This last name is what locks it in. But if some guys don't care the way, I'm just getting married. That's not a big deal because marriage really isn't about the guy whatsoever, anyways. And so if you're very palatable, you can just no problem. So you just change the last name up. But it was wild to see him change it. He dropped his whole name altogether. I don't think he even hyphenated it.
Yeah,
he changed his last name to his wife's last name.
Yeah. Ricky what?
Ricky Williams.
Ricky, so we didn't. But he's the brander. That's what doesn't make sense because
he said he got tired of like when they go out when he would mention his wife, he would like get all the fame and all stuff because he's an NFL player.
You should.
He's an NFL player. His wife, I guess, also does her own business, has her own stuff.
We don't know about
doctor, whatever she is. She's
obviously, she ain't big enough. We don't know about it.
But he didn't like when he goes around on the record, like he's pulling all the attention. And she's kind of like diminished.
Like him taking her last name ain't gonna change.
Exactly,
that.
It ain't gonna change.
But now he's not Ricky Williams. He's Ricky, whatever her last name. They're like, I'm Ricky. You should play football.
If anything, it's gonna take away from him.
Listen, man,
he's past his time. Anyway,
we're in the era of he left before his time off.
And he also left not on a good term. So I think he probably still be a Hall of Famer if he's not already out.
Yeah, he left while he was doing this crazy shit. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer yet.
Crazy shit.
Yeah. Is he a Hall of Fame?
I don't think he's gonna be.
Yeah, so yeah. That's why. He probably needed more than she does, I guess.
No, Ricky was wilding, but nowadays, like I said, we have a lot of couples that are in competition nowadays. That's what's promoted out here, especially in this 50-50 era. So a lot of girls want to compete with guys, shit like that. So maybe when she go out, she don't like the fact that even though he's a former NFL player, he left on the bad terms. She might still be an active physician doing good work, but he get all the clout. This, that, and third.
Physician, you're not a celebrity, you know.
For what it is, she's still out here cranking, and my dog. I'm sure they had, like he said, they've had discussions of it. He didn't like the balance, so he wanted to put his wife on the plateau a little bit more. And that was his public display of it. I give him props, nigga. Whatever to make the house work.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to sacrifice that,
he was doing it for her ego in a sense. If she even had an ego, maybe it was his way of showing his love. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way he explained it. Like he didn't like the fact that each time he introduced her, it was almost like she was like he's the starter and she's the.
I don't think kids get hyphenated,
but he is.
He is the starter in the football space, but if we go to a medical conference, and the probably don't give a fuck about Ricky Williams. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she's supposed to be the starter, but as soon as she misses, here's my boy, Ricky Williams. Maybe he was like, hold on.
She's going to have to build her brand. I don't know if that's going to help her build her brand. So
the only brought that guy here to talk his whole last name. She out here, she's setting her empire up.
Yeah, that shit is wild.
So, if he's not, like he said, it was a slave last name anyway, so he is not attached to it.
Yeah, he just got another slave last name.
He got a slave owner last name. Yeah, he got a new owner.
Williams.
Yeah, so I didn't see the logic. I understand if you guys decide, listen, we're going to change our name and create a whole new name. and this is what we're gonna go by. But taking her last name, especially if you saying it's because my name comes from slavery and all that shit. Like
Both for y'all does, yeah.
Where the fuck you think her name come from? She's a white woman, nigga. There's definitely some slave owners in that family tree. So
yeah.
What else we have? Let me speak on black folks getting mad about the Juneteenth celebrations. On Twitter, that's a thing.
I mean, that shit's already passed into law, so it's a national holiday. I mean,
yeah, but black folks feel like some people feel like white folks shouldn't be able to celebrate it. Or social. Niggas be wild. When I tell you niggas be wilding.
This is what Biden gives y'all, so vote him again.
You expect them to pass a law that the black white folks gonna celebrate? Come on, are we serious?
That shit is ridiculous.
That shit is a completely. It don't make no damn sense.
But I mean, they should add like some kind of traditions to it. Okay, maybe like you should just buy black.
There's a tradition to Juneteenth, nigga. It's called barbecue.
Yeah, that's your tradition. Now the rest of the
barbecue.
shit.
Who you gonna get the meat from? Who you gonna get all that stuff from? Pause. But
people that go to work.
No, I'm saying from what business,
Walmart,
what brand?
Walmart. we don't gotta buy the ice cream, but we gonna buy that chicken.
So any black farmers you're gonna support or any? Come on, yeah. There's where the branded. There's where the branded, but we're really not focusing on
what holiday one group gets to eat off from it from. We all get to extort it.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. It needs to be.
I don't know. There's what else?
You could come out today and do a matzah, a thing that's only sold on on the days that the Jewish people. You know, they have that. You could do something and sell something like that. St. Patrick, anything green.
Yeah, like ain't nobody gonna stop you from selling.
On Labor Day, you sell anything white or an American flag.
Jewish thing, the Hanukkah.
Yeah, the Hanukkah. That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna stop you from selling it. And I doubt a Jewish person say, "Oh, you're not allowed to sell that." Like,
it's business. It's America. Yep. So it's got to be a bit exploited like anything else.
Yeah, black people tripping, bro. This is only people on Twitter though. So
yeah,
Twitter's a fucking. I don't know, man. They're miserable over there. They're dusty over there too.
Well, Twitter is a mix of motherfuckers that, like I said, it's people that when they don't have power in the real world, that they pretend to have all the power online. There's those people. You also have a lot of intellectuals that are on there. A lot of scholars and intellectuals that, like I said, that the thought leaders in the community, a lot of them on there as well. So it's kind of like it's their base. Hey, I'm saying
also thought leaders, THOT.
There's all sorts of it. Whatever it is, the pushers of the culture be over there.
It's
sometimes.
A lot. It's porn. It's all that stuff. It's
a big melting pot.
Good God.
It's like a giant microphone. Different people have different stuff. So,
speaking of which, your boy Musk addressed the employees today.
He did who?
Elon Musk had a talk with
employees,
Twitter's employees. Yeah,
what he said. I know last time he told them that
most likely. Change of management. So
did he actually buy it? Because I know they had to reevaluate it because once the stock went down, it's not worth as much as he thought he was going to be giving.
Well, it's not only that. He's also complaining that there's an X amount of fake bot accounts. Yeah. So y'all over here trying to sell me one thing. It's not really worth that. I need to get all the data to find out how many accounts are fake. Ooh. Which is what always happens. When let's say some shit always sound good on paper, but if you know, scamming, none of us gonna get away with what they can get away with. You're gonna pat the book. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same shit that happened with Tidal, right?
Same thing happened with Tidal. Did Tidal end up selling?
No, I remember when they bought it, they had to
reload the price because they had X amount of fake users.
Right.
It's one of those things. Just like when you hear Tidal had crazy numbers, and I'm like, yeah, these niggas out here scamming. People don't realize what big companies could be scammed too. The same way. And some people that are in the business of buying. Let's say, like, if you're in the business of buying Twitter, you don't really care about Twitter. You don't know. You're all the more wiser I can scam because you don't really know. You just hear, hey, this thing has X amount of million of followers, and you're hearing it's good. It's in all conversation. You're buying it just to have it as a tool in your arsenal to ask to, but you don't realize a lot of this shit just, you know what I'm saying, these numbers are pumped up to look good so I can oversell it.
Another thing, too, I think his net worth went below $200 billion. He was the only one at that valuation.
Yep.
So, I always see that it just goes to show like there's different type of companies, like even like the tech, those digital companies versus like some of the other companies that own like
real tangible stuff.
Tangible stuff.
The tech company, you're allowed to fake it a little bit more. You're allowed to make those numbers get crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
To users, it's not real. A lot of padding, a lot of make that shit look bigger than it is. While these other companies,
and a lot of time it could just be one office in the building.
Exactly.
And this company worth like this much billion more than than even General Motors or Ford.
And the bigger the company, the more wasteful it is. Like I was telling that dude, he said he fired a whole department and no one came to him. That's how he knew the whole time the department they been getting paid a year, 2 years. Mm-hmm. The bigger the company, there's different motherfuckers ripping it off, don't even notice. So yeah, making shit look good on paper. But I think Twitter's definitely not worth what Elon was trying to pay for it to begin with. They said that. Yeah, they said that's why they had even had to entertain his offer because he offered them the amount that was well worth. That was worth more than they were worth. So they couldn't have turned them down. Remember they were talking about make them not buy. They're like, nigga, the shareholders ain't gonna want to hear that. This guy's paying us more than it's worth. Where you have a fiduciary responsibility to present them the offer.
That's what I tell you. The stock is not the company. It's really
exactly.
It's separate.
So, but. Who knows? Yeah, if Elon ends up getting that Twitter, some people think it's gonna be the end of Twitter when he does that, because it's gonna open the gates for free speech all over again. You know, hatred be open right back on Front Street. You know, apparently black folks are us marginalized folks. We can't be on social medias with all these other racist folks. I'm saying this is our safe space. The fake space is our safe space. Ain't that shit wild? You know what I'm saying? Without kicking these motherfuckers offline, we can't get the full functionality of it. Mm-hmm. What else we have?
Got former Dallas Cowboys Marion Barber found dead in his apartment in San Francisco. By San Francisco police.
Sad, bro. How long Marion Barber been retired for?
Is that one of the Barber brothers? Oh, he said former Cowboy. Never mind. I got a lot of fucking death on this list, bro.
Yeah. From hip hop to sport. And you also got a former Pro Bowl RBJ Ayayi. Yeah, received $5 million settlement for loss of value insurance policy.
I did hear about that.
What happened? What did he do?
So he got his insurance settlement payout. Guess like when he was playing, I think like what was it like? I think like athletes have some kind of insurance on their like
you can get injuries
or something like that. Yeah. So he's about to receive that, which is more than what he made while he was playing in the league.
So how much is he supposed to get?
$5 million.
Oh, that's nothing. Your boy is a couple years away from unlocking like $36 million. Allen Iverson?
I heard 10 years.
Yeah, something like that. Unless he's getting closer to unlock that trust. Make him a nice little killing that way.
I think what age is supposed to be like what, 55 or how old is he right now? 40?
Which one?
Iverson.
Let me look up. Iverson, yeah. What was it, 50 he's supposed to release, maybe?
I think 55 or something like that. Yeah, 55.
Yeah, so...
I think he's 45 right now. So.
Yeah, 47.
47.
So, yeah, so if it's 50, it releases that. That's 3 years.
Which that's good.
Also in sports, your boy LeBron finally...
turned to B.
I guess not finally, but first active NBA player, or I think athlete in general to be like active
athlete in general,
and become a billionaire.
To become a billionaire.
Yeah, no other athletes have become a billionaire from since Michael Jordan.
No, what's name has been officially a billionaire this week too.
Also, Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
What's crazy? These boys becoming
Tiger Woods was supposed to become a billionaire.
He was supposed to,
fucking,
that thing sold
white woman.
Yeah,
he ran into that white woman issue.
But to be considered a billionaire net worth now during a recession, these boys about to making like killing. Because when shit turn back around, it's not about upside for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
so all three all black. That's a big accomplishment.
Yep. What do you mean, all three all black? As far as what Jordan is, because he has
the only athletes like to becoming billionaires.
I mean, in this time, yeah, they have what's name.
There haven't been any athlete that became billionaires.
Because there's Jordan, there's Tiger Woods, there's what's name.
I guess active athletes never became billionaires, and the first ones to do it are black athletes,
and even non-active, yeah.
Because I know what's name's a couple years away. They're saying like Shaq should be a couple years away from getting to that status. Serena Williams, depending on her, she has a big portfolio. Even your boy got a lot from the New York, the Yankees, A-Rod. Yep. So a couple years, these boys. Some of these guys were gonna get there. Kobe Bryant, you knew for sure was gonna get there.
Kobe Bryant, yeah, they say he was already.
So he had got like the $200 million from the other thing. So some of these guys are gonna get there regardless. Yeah, but LeBron getting there, official billionaire, dog. In our time, that game changer. We're in sports right now?
Yeah.
I think that was the last one.
Okay, well, we don't have. Well, Golden State is one game away from winning another championship.
Yeah, it's 3-2.
Will this now solidify Curry on the talks of one of the GOATs if he actually gets four championships?
Well, he's already going to be considered a GOAT of shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to be mentioned in that conversation of GOAT as far as it comes to just... I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to be in that conversation.
No, he won't be in that conversation.
With the LeBrons, Kobe, Jordan.
People start forgetting, man. You and Chips, motherfuckers are participating. Right now, he's not in it because it's the here and now. Once he's at 4, he ties with LeBron. Motherfuckers going to start talking crazy. Yeah. Every year someone beats, let's say they don't beat LeBron, they start talking. I remember when your boy ended up with Toronto when they beat LeBron. They were talking like, is he the best player in the league?
Oh, Kawhi. I don't know why people does that, man. Like, soon as somebody like really like
beat LeBron,
reach to a point.
They didn't play against what's name. They played.
No, they're making the comparison.
They're comparing the comparison when they won that year.
And motherfuckers quick to make comparisons, bro.
And Oladipo, how do you pronounce his name?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo. Yeah, Jesus. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis. I remember when he won there. Talks is he the greatest player in the league. Had he won again this year, the motherfuckers was ready to ship everyone out the fucking way. But we solidified it. People wanted
the league is really desperate for a great right now.
They want another.
They're trying to unseat Jordan, but damn.
It's not that they're trying to unseat Jordan. Every few years they want a brand. They are. They want to kind of grow the league around.
They are.
Steph Curry. They've been love Steph Curry.
No, they are, because Jordan is like one of the only athletes who really ever had that, that length of what you call that, greatness that haven't been
but the league
surpassed.
The league likes when something isn't surpassed. That means you get the best out of all the players.
They want to, but like
striving to
it hasn't happened.
You know what I'm saying? The league don't want that Jordan to be surpassed in a way. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
They like the fact that they have a legacy act, and then you got all these people trying to break that record because you get more viewerships that way. Once you pass a Jordan, you're going to give that person too much power. You know what I'm saying? They like the fact that they got a player in a pocket going for it, but never quite getting to the point. You got to imagine, LeBron became a billionaire in his little stance because how much leverage he got. Once someone passes Jordan on it, imagine how much more leverage you're going to have in the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You already said how much power LeBron has.
He set the standard, yeah.
How much power he has with 4 rings. You know what I'm saying? If someone to actually catch Jordan, it's not even catch Jordan. Can you get all the specs? It's not about a number of rings anymore. Because can you, like Bill Russell has, can you pass Jordan and also be the number 1 player?
Yeah, can you dominate the game like he did?
Yeah, so there's that. But trust me, let Steph Curry get that 4th ring. People going to start talking crazy. They're going to say, is he the GOAT? If you come with that 5 chip, you know what I'm saying? People might just drop Kobe. They might just hit you with that Jordan.
Before chip.
They're already starting to drop Kobe from the conversation.
They already been in. When they started making it was LeBron and
since
Jordan.
They brought LeBron up.
LeBron and Jordan. Kobe, and some people that are just saying they dismiss LeBron. They're like, man, it's just Kobe and LeBron. No, they just say just Kobe and Jordan. LeBron just ain't got the it factor. He ain't got the closing thing. So some people look at it that way. But he's still in that revolving 3. But yeah, Curry might be working on his way, dog. 1 more chip away. I mean, one more game away. Because what's the next game at? The next game's in Golden State, right?
The next game is in Boston, game 6 in Boston.
Yeah.
Oh, so this series might go to 7.
I don't know. I think Golden State going to take them out.
It's hard to take
Boston.
out.
Boston looks tired, bro.
Yeah, they're going to get taken out.
You think so? It's hard to take them out in their own backyard.
Because they're going to have to win 2. They're going to have to win 2 in a row.
Yeah, which is proven. Each team has beaten each other one after the. Golden State only beat them twice back to back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first time Boston lost.
Yeah, once you get beat twice back to back, it's.
I don't know. Sometimes you fight with your back against the wall. Then the last game is really up to. That's the one thing I like about NBA. NBA, there's no doubt about it who's the better team. 4 games. NFL.
Well, in this era, back then it was different. Back then you didn't know who was going to take it. But
well,
now,
I'm just
now
saying,
you can already
when it's a 4 game, it's not like I already know at least the better team won. NFL, that whole all goes down to one game. It's one bullshit. And done in the but I guess people feel it's better because the heights are that much more important. But to me, I don't feel like that means you're the best team.
What, you talking about for the NFL?
Yeah. You might just have the best game. It's literally, you just had the best day. You're not the best team. NBA, you won that. You are the best team.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. NFL, like you said, it's any given Sunday.
Yeah, but I'm saying
I just happen to be best that Sunday. I am not the best team. Yeah. I just happen to get one game. Anyone can slip through one game, but
But I'm saying now, like the NBA is like more predictable than it was back then.
Even if it was predictable, we don't have the same teams every year winning. So even more predictably, injury.
But you can already predict it though.
Nah, man. Because every year people say who's going to go to the finals, and we're at a different outcome these last few years.
This year we already predicted it was Golden State though.
Okay, but who did y'all pick was their opponent? Y'all didn't pick
the opponent. Like, okay, the opponent we didn't really.
And people were thinking the Lakers might make it. And people were thinking Lakers. The NBA to me is more unpredictable.
Did Lakers make it to the playoff?
No,
they didn't.
Exactly, they didn't.
But I'm saying, but people before the playoffs, you're saying at the beginning of the season,
people thought it was gonna. People didn't even think it was Golden State. That
thought it was Brooklyn.
People thought it was gonna be Phoenix Suns coming out of the West.
And who out of the East? I remember they thought Brooklyn on paper. They thought Brooklyn was going to be
on paper. It was Brooklyn.
Yeah, so NBA to me is more unpredictable than anything.
Since what's his name left Brooklyn, we already knew it wasn't going to be
Harden.
Yeah.
But,
since he left, I already knew. Yeah,
Harden might be one of those players that's just gonna retire on the ring.
And then you got Kyrie unstable ass, and then you got Durant trying to do his best, but it just goes to show like you could be talented, but that's what makes Jordan great. You know,
listen,
it ain't just talent.
Had COVID not shitting on Kyrie's plan, he might have been running a trip this year. Next year, he
Kyrie shitted on Kyrie's plan.
He did it. He had a man up. He had to stand for something. Y'all paid him into a corner, and he had no choice at this point.
Morals.
He had to live his morals. You're like, because y'all gonna make fun of me if I don't go through it now, and I gotta show you I don't really care about this money. But when he come back next season, Kyrie might be able to pull it off. That's the thing about the NBA. There's no one player that you can say that this person can be able to pull it off. That's what makes LeBron so powerful. Like, I don't know, LeBron might be able to go back and have another one. He's that powerful that he has enough sway to will his way back into a final or a playoff every into contention almost every season. He's that powerful. They was just asking him whether the team would he mind playing with or he could see himself.
That nigga keeps saying Golden State.
He keeps saying Golden State. Like, bro, you wildin', bro.
Come on.
You wildin'. I feel like he might really do that.
And now you're going to a Durant route.
LeBron might be a supervillain. Get the billion. Get the ring.
Now you're going to do
it. Like, I don't give a fuck about no hard work. This that thing. I'm getting these chips and I'm getting the bread. Who gonna tell me something? What y'all gonna? He keeps mentioning it, bro. Last time he said, "There's who was the player that you like to play with the most?" He said Steph Curry.
Because at that point, even if you get the 6, people are still gonna look at you kind of like,
And then this time around, you're gonna talk
team
about
hopping.
What team would you go to?
You trying to make it with other superstars where like you got guys who were committed to one franchise.
That's your fault.
But they still got their ring
ain't
though.
No loyalty.
Ain't no loyalty.
You're trying to achieve what they got.
What he's doing is not trying to achieve what they got. There's certain stuff that are set in stone, right?
He is.
Here's what it is. There's certain stuff that's set in stone. You got to be like, okay, I'm never gonna be able to. I'm never gonna be able to get there.
Jordan.
I'm never gonna be able to get there. But I gotta change the conversation. I don't even not have 6 rings like Jordan. I'm the only player to win this many chips and this many jerseys. 3 different chips, 3 different jerseys. He's a king in three different towns.
With like a team like Golden State, that'll
just make
that niggas like Thanos. Just collect the jersey. Niggas go around. That was the fucking problem. Look, LeBron comes to Miami, he still get love because that nigga brought us some chips, just like D-Wade. These guys are like titans in the city. You know what he is in Cleveland, and now he's that in LA. How much places can a man be a boss at in America, bro? That nigga go
do it in New York.
Imagine go do it in New York. That should be insane, bro.
Go join up with Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
That's what I'm saying. What does that look like? Come on.
You're not.
That's not greatness, man.
You can't say it's not greatness because it's too
not.
late.
When you're joining with that's a cheat code.
He can't catch up to Jordan by now.
That's
He's
a
too
cheat.
old. He's too old. But it was a cheat code that Jordan played against, like they say, plumbers and mechanics.
No.
He's just disrespecting the rest of the players.
We're doing throwing wrenches and shit.
They play mechanics and stuff.
But hold on, but you can't say that because for the past few years, LeBron only had to deal with one team.
It's not one team.
All he did was just skip through the whole NBA and just
But still,
had to meet with Golden State.
It's still even now he stopped him in Golden State. It's
not with the Mavericks or with San Antonio.
He's been there how many times this last few years?
And even then, but just being there doesn't make you great though.
He's been to 10 times
out of.
But almost making it doesn't count.
4, something like that. 6, yeah.
Almost making it don't count.
But the fact that one player gets in the best league, you talking about the best players in the world, allegedly. I mean, that's supposedly, and this one guy keeps getting to the final level every time. You can't tell me he's not great.
He's great, but you're not going to be greater than the guy who actually won more time than you did.
That's one parameter because that guy looked at his competition.
That's very true.
Jordan is called the GOAT, but Russell has more.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Jordan's
not about
never going to catch up to Russell.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It's not just about
11
the ring.
chips.
He talking about in the ABA.
Yeah,
nigga, the NBA,
ABA.
Whatever it is, nigga got 11 rings.
Yeah.
That's what what's his name was playing too. Denzel Washington was also playing during that time.
So it's just one of those things that I just feel like he knows some things that the parameters change and we're playing a different game now. I'm playing with some of the best players. I'm playing with people that were inspired by Jordan. So they play. There was one Jordan when Jordan around. You have 50. These are like you said. These are my kids. Yeah. Now I'm playing with 50 Jordans. That's got to count for something.
Because I'm seeing what Jordan players are doing.
That's what I'm saying. These are my kids. Yeah, these are your kids. So shit is harder now.
Yeah, because the athleticism for players now, I'm seeing regular dudes do shit that Jordan was doing.
Yep. So, you gotta say, once you can see it, you already made a better version. Just people seeing Curry doing the threes. Now you see high school games. Every game, motherfuckers chucking up threes like it's nothing. I'm like, how you saying just the act? Once the person
Curry fucked up the game.
He fucked up the game.
The game ain't.
Motherfuckers trying to chuck that shit.
All motherfuckers doing
Curry
threes,
said some of y'all threes is trash. They're trying to do what he does.
I just feel once another person is dominant and that's a style, it'll change. So once another big guy comes around and he's able to just make every play a 3-point play, just like not throughout 3-pointers, just drawing a foul and doing a 3, then that'll switch over.
Once somebody start blocking them threes.
Nah, you're not gonna be able to block.
Force niggas to go.
Them threes are coming so far. You're not gonna be able to block them anymore. It's just part of the game now.
You got to play full court press if you want to block.
Hey, if it's gonna be
how
that,
tired you're gonna be.
If it's gonna be that, that's what it's gonna be. Hey, we're gonna have to adapt.
Your only answer to the 3 is another 3. That's how they adapt.
We got to adapt, yeah.
Because it's too far. Because you're not gonna be able to run down in time. Them threes are being shot from half court.
We got to adapt.
So yeah, the game is. We
used to say half court was too far.
You mean they're gonna be further back?
Hey.
Shoot from check ball.
Just got to adapt.
Them boys just I could see like a big guy come back in, like a Shaq type, come back in, a player that's able to get a 3-point play every time. Watch them switch back into that.
Shaq type. He's gonna have to be a freak of nature. God damn.
I mean, a lot of players are tall now, but even the tall players are shooting.
No, but I'm talking about they have to be like just as tall as him, but got to move just like the smaller guys.
I think the way the game is set up now. So if you're a big guy and if you can throw your weight around, these new guys aren't built for it anymore because they're playing open.
The rules don't allow you
jumping
to do
over
that.
the backboard.
Yeah, once you're a fan favorite, you're winning. You already know they're gonna start nudging the rules in your favor. Kyrie done changed the whole. Curry done changed the whole game. How we do it. He's winning too much. They changed it, or he can't draw the foul anymore by jumping into you.
That was Harden.
Was it Harden? He was doing it too much?
Yeah.
They changed it because of him. So it's one of those things. If you do enough of the game, they'll change it, tweak it to you. Now these guys, they change it the other way. When people start saying the game gets too soft, they'll go back in there and rechange it one way or the other, make it where we could get back to dunks.
What I see, they also changed. They also that stuff that Harden was doing, the step back.
What they calling travel on it?
Yeah, step back. They're allowing that.
They're allowing it, or
yeah, they're allowing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, man. When a player influences the game, that's the one thing about the NFL not the NFL, the NBA. I'm sure other things do it too. It just surprises me that whenever they add a new rule in the NBA, that the players pick up on it so quick. Like, majority of them will change to the new rule. Yeah, every now and then, one person, you see him get caught and like, damn, yeah, it's the last season we changed it. And I'm like, damn, how the motherfuckers adapt to the change? They've been playing the game one way for 15, 20 years. And now they one rule. Next game, you're in my fucking ready to adapt to it. That to me is kind of crazy.
Professionalism.
I guess I got to give them that, right?
Like, professionals.
Some of the other sports. There's more actions in basketball than.
Yeah, in basketball, they keep trying to make it a better experience for the viewers. Football is like, fuck it, nigga. It is what it is.
And for basketball, it's more like it's a game where like the world. It's better for the world. The world can adapt to too.
I mean, there's not really.
Unlike football, football's not really.
Here's the thing with basketball. Basketball is more of a freak game than football because you have to be a certain height to even be a contender in basketball. You know what I'm saying? If you're not born really freakishly tall,
really. What are you talking about?
Listen, I used to think, you got to think,
6'4", 6'3".
Yeah, you got to think in your hood when you think you see a good player, if he is not automatically 6'4", and that's to be a point guard. Yeah, don't even consider that nigga who's NBA quality. Guard. That's the thing that we don't speak on in basketball.
You see niggas in the hood 6'4" dunking all over people. Them niggas can't make it in the NBA. You're not dunking shit.
6'4", you're the point guard. You're the little guy. The 6'2", there's nothing.
But the game has changed so much now because like you're saying like guys shooting threes.
Even
now it's really a lot of younger guys. Like, not only they're shooting threes, they're getting like almost just as much rebounds as like the tall guys are. In some cases, they get more rebounds. Than
I'm saying is most
in the centers.
Most the game automatically. The taller you are, the game they automatically. That's
why
that
was back then. Height really.
Oh, it's still
you still got to be tall, but like at the same time,
because look at all the players that come from international. They're all real tall freak shows.
Height is really not
every time they come from another country. That's like the main thing I see. They give them the ball. This motherfuckers real tall. We're gonna make them play basketball. There's not usually short people coming from other countries playing. All the niggas be tall. That's one of the first requirements is you got to have that height.
Yeah, there's a height.
But even you got guys like at 6 foot now. Even like look at like Chris Paul.
He's not 6 foot.
Yeah,
he is around 6'1", like
6'2". But that's why he's tiny. There's an outlier. There's one Chris Paul. Yeah,
Chris Paul is probably Steph Curry's height.
Yep.
Not really.
Steph Curry's 6'3".
Yep.
Chris Paul's only like 6'1".
Let me see Chris Paul. Yeah. Chris Paul.
Even AI was only like 6.
Yeah, but you're talking about one out of. You're talking about.
But you see, like even those guys got to have a big impact on the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. So you're talking about an outlier. More guys
like that.
You're talking about outliers.
And I think we've also got have guys under 6 foot that were able to dunk.
It's not that, but we're talking about majority of the league.
What guys under the 6 foot? There was probably maybe 3 players in the NBA under 6 foot.
Yeah.
Out of the 75 years the NBA been around.
Yeah, it's hard. The tall guys definitely have the average, like Shaq.
But height is becoming less relevant now.
No, it's not.
With shooting,
it is.
Because height still matters. Because you gotta put your hands up. Shooting, strength's gonna matter. Sure.
Why do you think Giannis is such a great player? KD. It's because KD can do what these little guys were able to do at his height at 7 foot.
When you're tall,
of course. The height always going to give you that advantage.
That's what I'm telling you. So that's why
we all know that. But I'm just saying, like, okay, now with the game the way it is, where like, like you got guys like Curry who's like really shooting threes. Now, if you got a guys that's, like a lot shorter than him who could do the same thing.
They're not going to be in the NBA.
They can. We've had guys in there, so... It's not going to be the majority. It's not going to be the majority.
Man. 3 in 75 years.
It's not going to be the majority, but a good bit. But yeah, I mean,
you're talking about outliers.
It can change.
What else we have?
Might as well jump into pop culture. You got your girl back on the streets.
Ooh.
Lori Harvey, baby. Back on these streets.
Yeah, they did.
have my dog Michael B. Jordan looking sick at the basketball game.
I love that Twitter went with that route, as if Michael B. Jordan's not the A-list celebrity superstar. Like, he's heartbroken for Lori Harvey.
Nigga, you didn't see him at the game?
That's the way he looked. That's PR.
And the way he looked. That nigga looked. You can see the hurt.
They're really trying to boost her up.
Yeah, that's that PR. That's that. Let me not go out like a toxic future. I know that's not in right now. Let me make it look like, yeah, I'm love scoring. I'm out, but I'm out here trying to enjoy myself.
He was just acting?
Hell yeah, he's acting. He deserves an Oscar.
People get heartbroken in relationships.
This is Michael B. Jordan.
Don't you think he's above being heartbroken?
Man, Michael Jordan, man. Michael B. Jordan is one of these.
He's
talking
not.
About this.
I think even though he got all the fame and.
Come on, that's one of the biggest one of the biggest heartthrobs out here, man.
The type of guy he is, he was like really fixated on her.
That was fake.
No, it wasn't.
That's why you think every time, how you think every relationship Michael B. Jordan had, we never hear about it. But as soon as he get with Lori B.
Well, he was a white woman, yeah.
Nah, it's not because his wife. He's still an A-list celebrity. It's when it met the narrative.
But yeah, he
they
was.
pumped it up like it was there. He's stepping out.
So you telling me he wasn't hurt?
I don't think he was hurt, bro. Michael B. got too many baddies to be hurt. I don't see him being hurt.
That was his baddie.
Nah.
That's what he wanted.
I don't think
exactly. So. This is the person he wanted to marry.
Listen,
yeah.
This is just generation.
Yeah. So you think him wanting to marry her was fake as well?
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, God.
They talking about he wanted to. You gotta imagine.
You giving Michael B. Jordan too much.
I'm giving this generation this. They talking about, well, she's young. She didn't want to marry for that. She's young. People are like, yeah, I can understand. People in the comments like, yeah, I can understand that she's young. She's just getting to know herself. She should wait to get married. Don't get the fuck up out of here. This is Michael B. Jordan asking you to marry. How are you gonna level up on top of me? Y'all really disrespecting Michael B. Jordan.
Listen, all this whole bullshit about she's young. I'm like, she's not young. She's fucking 25.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's when you get motherfuckers popping the question.
When red flag, folks.
The wall.
Whenever
the wall does not discriminate.
Whenever a chick tells you, whenever you hear say, she was young, blah blah blah, she still got to live life. All they're saying is she needs to go fucking suck more dicks.
Basically, what else is there to do?
More life. What is you're young? You still got to have fun. Well, fun is key word for being a hoe.
Yep. I don't know, man. That shit is fucking nuts.
Yeah, we got.
I really think y'all really tripping. If y'all think Michael B. Jordan's the one that's hurting from this breakup.
I'm not saying he's the one hurting.
Not hurting.
They both could be hurting, but that nigga was hurting. What's the problem?
Yeah, he was disappointed.
It's a narrative, man. It's no different than.
I'll say he was disappointed.
Look at Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates came out this week going against his girl. He made a song kind of dissing Drika. This is the same Kevin Gates that was big upping Drika this whole time. His wife Drika, and he said in the song he was holding up her image to kind of, saying, give her that public light. In a sense, almost pulling like a Ricky Williams. I guess apparently he's saying that she cheated on him during the time it jammed up. It happens.
It was like with a stud, right?
I don't know who it was with, but he's out here back in these streets. A guy will go out his way to make sure, he like, hey man,
hold on, with that case, what happened? It was.
I think she started fucking with like a stud chick.
Whatever happened, I guess he found out this was his wife. They're not officially divorced, but he's out here with Hollywood girls. This is a guy that used to move very respectfully, you know what I'm saying? And if he's not taking them down with his wife,
now he heartbroken, he acting a fool.
I let you
know.
Niggas
get heartbroken.
No matter how much money you're offended.
I already know Kevin Gates ain't going hurting on this big. I know he out here with the Hollywood broad.
Nah, he hurting.
Yeah, y'all tripping.
But who cares? That's the one he wanted, Nate.
He ain't hurting as much as
people want what they want, bro. When they can't have what they want, they hurt.
I don't think. Yeah. I just don't think this is what he wanted. I think this was. It's cool.
How you gonna tell you don't think? How you gonna?
I just never bought into the whole. I always thought it was Hollywood. It was made up. It's one of these niggas that are private, just like the Will Smith thing. This guy's been private his whole life. Now he's doing red table talk. I remember from the gig, I was like, yeah, y'all niggas, y'all over here chasing for clout. Michael B's always been very reserved. You caught him with his white women. It was kind of, his PR team kind of made it quiet, didn't speak on it. But now he got a black girl. Now he's all out in the open. He's buying flowers. When they seen that black fan base getting, oh yes, girl, he's getting the shade room coverage. Yeah, keep that shit cranking. This is the shit they know who's bread the butter. These black women love Michael B. Oh yeah, sell him that thing. And now when his break off, oh, he wants to stay in good memory. Oh, let him know that it wasn't her, it was me type situation. Get the fuck, come on, man. That's why there's two sides to it. That's why there's motherfuckers that hate Future. That's why Future's so big in the black community. Because he's the he plays, even though Future's not as horrible as they pretend to be. He plays into it though.
Future's a good guy.
But he likes to play into it.
Future is the example of the guy that like a lot of the women like always like choose, but still never have a relationship.
But he's not that bad. They play.
He's a typical your typical baby daddy. Yeah.
He's not. That's a lie. Even that's a lie. This is the
Future represent the baby daddies.
Yeah, but this is what they've.
There's a lot of Futures out there.
This is what they've made.
Who got more than like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 kids.
Yeah, but
you got guys who got 30, 40, 50 kids.
But he's not. He's a rock star, right? He's a big super athlete. He has a couple girls along the way. Plenty. Artists. There's plenty of artists that was out here knocking girls down, had different girls along the way. He just happened to back Sierra. Sierra was like a C-list celebrity at the time. And now he raised her up the level, and they're acting like he's just a traditional fuck. He's not your traditional fuckboy. This is a multi-millionaire who has the means to have kids.
But nonetheless, still the fuckboy.
Exactly.
Gotta play into
leader
the
of the fuckboys.
But he likes to also play into it because it makes him more popular. Yeah, so he'll do shit like the Kevin Samuels skit. He'll do skits like, girl, you had to cry in the car, crying this, that. Or he'll play songs like, I only trust. He'll say, won't lie to my bitch. Shit like, he'll say, he knows what audience. He gives you that line,
she's for the streets.
he knows what audience. Future's one of the artists that look. Future don't give a fuck if the fans want it. I'm doing it. Yeah. Like he says, he doesn't do drugs, but the fans be on that drug shit. They only like him when he talk about drugs, so I'm gonna talk about drugs. If you don't want they want to say she's for the. They like seeing me toxic. He likes to pretend that he's that. Like, this nigga ain't really that bad. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no that bad. He ain't that bad, but they love to pretend like this motherfucker's the worst. And I'm like y'all motherfuckers, y'all not reading into it. I feel the same thing. Michael B went for one half of the black community. Future went for the other half. You can get popping two ways though, by making black women either love you or hate you. If they hate him, he's getting popular that way. The other way they love him, he's getting popular that way. Before that, black woman loved Michael B, but you ain't never catch my dog with a sister.
They're so criticizing him though.
Listen, he's not got the gold. He's gold. He's like, oof, now I can go back to Miley Cyrus or something, man. Shit, good. Trust me, them tears are fake. I ain't trying to trust him.
Well, he's gonna go back. Anybody else? He's gonna go back to white women now. So
he's gonna go somewhere, but I never believed this.
But 5 years from now, like, you know, I'm wondering how this is gonna look. You know, when like people saying Lori Harvey's young, then she's gonna end up with wherever she end up. Then maybe I don't know. I see her being like in the same place as Angela Simmons.
Her?
Yeah.
She's not a real celebrity. She can always get a regular dude.
It's gonna happen.
She could always get a.
That's what I'm saying. It's only gonna go down. Now I heard she's with that white dude, Jack Harlow.
You know, Jack Harlow might. I mean,
he's gonna use that to build his. To build himself up, because he just announced that, you know, like black women are the group that supports his music.
Yeah, because he makes.
You hear a lot of them are cheering it.
He makes girly music.
He gonna get y'all black folks right where y'all
exactly
as he should be.
You see, it never fails.
With Jack Harlow,
never fails.
He got his black Nubian queen.
He got his black Nubian
now queen. He's selling y'all chicken.
What? I got you all covered. Watermelon next, nigga. What you want? I fucks with Jack Harlow.
Oh,
he knows his demographic and he plays into it.
Yeah.
It's like people I see someone today.
Then he gonna hit you with that Post Malone.
Yeah.
Post.
They're like, all right, the money been real. I gotta post. I got about to get him.
He about to post on the
It's a little dangerous. Well, like Bieber, I changed my life around, guys. I'm all about peace and love now. That's it. When they tell you they change their life around, they about peace and love. They're really like, I ain't really fuck with the niggas no more. I fuck with you niggas though. You're free to come along, but I ain't on that nigga shit no more. Listen, I fuck with Jack Harlow. On Twitter, they love to pretend to make this dude like the worst rapper. Yeah. This, that, and the third.
They hate on
that nigga heavy on Twitter. And I'm like, that's how I let you know. I was like, that's how I know he's cooking. Because like I said, there's 2 ways to get black folks popping. Yeah, he's out here. He'll get the
TikTok,
black queens.
He'll
get the little Nubian queens.
All right, what else we got in pop culture?
They have the okay, you got Shani O'Neill married a pastor, Kevin Henderson.
Yeah, and she gave them $5 million a year in
Alimony.
So you know it's real. She a real one.
She's
She
making
a real
a lot
one.
of money right now. So
Nah, but she been making money. If a motherfucker gonna stop you from making $5 million of free bands,
Sheesh.
come on. You really love that motherfucker. Come on, bro. $5 million of free bands.
I wonder if Shaq was probably at that wedding clapping.
I don't know Shaq, because Shaq been out here praising Shine like nothing, taking responsibility, like I messed up. I haven't heard him a couple occasions now, so he's kind of like, that the deal, she gone. Like, he probably thought the window was kind of open all the time. Like, I've been fucking him. I'm going to get it back in the back end. But when he seen her turning down $5 million, he's like, God damn, I lost her. He's like, God damn. Because $5 million ain't nothing to Shaq.
$5 million.
Eli, I'm paying this $5 million, but he still get to be in the streets. He probably thought I'm gonna be able to get it back in the back end. She just wilding, She gonna see the world. Ain't nothing like that really out there. How she gonna maintain? You know what I'm saying? But the fuck to be done. When she telling, well, I don't need that. I'm good. I know. Nah, he's hurt. You see, nah, he might be hurt. I could be like hurt. Shaq might be hurt.
I don't think so. Nah.
Shaq, you gotta see the
at Shaq's
praise.
age. Nah.
Oh, you gotta see the praise he's doing for her, bro.
Yeah, I guess probably it's right.
He's out here talking
thing
about.
to do, I guess, but
They've been separated.
Yeah, exactly.
This, that, and the third. He's had girlfriends. He's usually not speaking on his wife, but he's like, no, she did all the right
think
things.
It's just
I
she
messed
moved
up.
on now. Like
That's what I'm saying.
It's not because it's not genuine, but it just.
I feel once he sees she turned down the money, he feel like, no, she really did move on. This is real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he says he wishes her the best, which he probably do. He'd be like, he's happy, but he must know it's real because she's turning away $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting this money as long as you're not married. That means this dude was stuck around a couple more years. Baby, let's just chill for a couple more years and do this boyfriend girlfriend thing. Let's get this. Because the alimony is for,
well, how long has it been
like
since
10 years, however long.
Since they broke up? Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, the alimony is like as long as the relationship was or some shit like that.
Yeah. So you're talking about this lady.
She had a few more years on there.
Yeah, and she just turned out. So I give Shiny the props. I also give Shiny's one of the main people out here that's fucked these girls head up out here with all the basketball wives all the time. Meanwhile, her shit was always quiet and reserved and kept. She's always been a lady.
As always, man. Yeah.
She's out here a lady out here breeding out girls. You say she's always been the lady of the house. You know what I'm saying? The boss out here. The story's never about Shani. The stories is about Autosexual's ex, Evelyn, and all the other ones. Yeah, all the ones that's doing the wild shit. Shani used to keep all the mayhem quiet. Man, she got executive producer credits. It always blew me out. She was running that operation over there. One of those these girls can't get married. Meanwhile, she out here and got her whole new husband.
Yeah, she's a pimp.
Ladies, we on the lookout, man. These women will lead you astray, What else we have?
Let's see. We still got your girl Monique going back and forth with DL. And now you got Corey Holcomb getting in the mix.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's getting real personal. So she's talking about his dad that passed away, her daughter who had an event where I guess like her daughter, I think it had like a boyfriend who were like they were kind of intimate. So, but she was saying like it was a grown man that touched her daughter, his daughter. So he spoke on that. Said, in Precious, you wasn't really acting. That was actually you.
Yeah.
Yeah, DL went in on her.
Yeah. But even like when she did the show in Detroit, yeah, she was really going off. Like she would.
Yeah, bro. There's some people that's just always gonna be angry, bro. Monique is one of those people.
She may not be too angry. They just came out that her and Netflix reached a settlement. Maybe Netflix see the other way their fans are trying to turn against institutions. I already knew she was gonna get a settlement. And
also too, like DL mother was in the crowd.
Yeah, but she probably didn't know. Some people just feel like they gotta check people and go off, though, and sometimes it works against their better knowledge. Because Monique's a hot mess sometimes, but you know how it goes. But you know, she's been. I don't know how much that settlement Netflix gave her because they offered her $500,000. How much you think they offered her for the settlement?
Maybe a couple million.
It's free bands and they had to release no special.
Get a $300,000.
No way.
Take this one. Leave us
No
alone.
way. Yeah, but it really shows though. Like even like from watching Monique during the years, I think the main thing what she was talking about is like skinny girls and make jokes about being a big girl. Then also guys. Yeah, it wasn't really here. But she also had to show the Parker. She saw it in a few movies. Yeah, the biggest one was Precious, but
Is that her biggest what?
biggest movie that she did was Precious. Yeah, I know she did one where was with that one Haitian actor Jimmy Jean Lewis.
I mean, Monique out here had her time. I can't say she's not worth it, but the fact that you can have a relationship with someone forever, when soon as shit go bad, you calling them all types of names, calling them coons, calling them bitches. She done did this with Oprah, with Tyler Perry.
I'm telling
Everyone that you were
always
cool
angry.
with, soon as shit go bad, they the worst thing in the world. You
Soon as
demeaning
you
them
don't
in
get
every
your
which way
way.
possible. Yeah, when shit don't go your way, this person's a coon or shook and jive. You can just say I ain't fucking with this person, but that ain't good enough. It's insult their manhood. You got to go to the straight. Some motherfuckers need their ass whooped.
Yeah.
Always got to go to the extreme, talking about me crazy off of just how we supposed to ever get back together. You done jumped out the window every goddamn time.
Yeah, but now we really see it. You know, it's really her, so she's the problem. So it can't be everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It can't be Tyler Perry. It can't be Oprah. It can't be what's that guy
People
name?
have been seeing this. The only person that's not seeing it is her and her husband.
Exactly.
Her son.
That's exactly what I'd be there. So what else we have?
Then you got Amber Heard. That y'all. Did we discuss that?
Yeah, we talked about that. We talked about that.
The Amber Heard and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Shit there. Johnny Depp for the W.
Okay.
Your boys up.
That's one nail into the coffin for feminists.
She said that the reading and the results is a slap in the face to all women out there in a sense. Like it looks bad. Yeah. I like the fact that she's making her losses seem like that she represents all of women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shitting in the bed and shit. Yeah.
I like it. The fact that she played that wrong. But I think DC just announced that they are recasting her role in the new.
Yeah, she got kicked out of Aquaman.
About time because Johnny lost all his shit fucking with her.
Just saw her acting in court. They're like, nah.
And got her ass up out of there. I see feminists online talking about, it don't matter, Johnny is still wrong. I was like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. If you're, from what I heard from the tapes, I heard her admit to assaulting him, telling him call the police who you think they're going to believe. I heard her to admit to shitting in the bed. I don't know what more Johnny did. There's no recollection of him ever saying he hit her. Even on the tape, he said, I don't hit you. And she's like, Johnny, grow up. I just tapped you like that. That's not even know it's worrying. She's like, you got to be a man. She's out here just blatantly saying I did. I'm like, I don't see how you could ever take the other side, talking about there's documents. Everything is hearsay. What we heard is her say. And we heard her crying, turning on the tears. I don't know what those people want, though. Even when motherfuckers is wrong, it's right there.
Listen, you can have all the evidence and them motherfuckers still side with the woman that's lying. Yeah. Makes no sense.
Shitted on his side of the bed. Yeah.
Like, listen, man. And what was worse is with her is that he gave her $7 million to the divorce settlement. And part of the settlement is that she don't say nothing disparaging or bad about him. Mm. We're good to go. And she took her $7 million and did her op-ed about the Me Too movement and basically slandered my dog. And that's why he sued her for $15 million. Like, I need that bread back.
Double that.
I need that bread back. And she talking about she didn't even want his $7 million. She's gonna donate all that shit to.
We talked about
all this bullshit. She a fucking liar. Exactly.
No,
I'm glad. Listen, white women tears.
She don't have it.
Now exactly. White women tears has been too been using the weapon for far too long.
Been too powerful, huh?
Been too powerful. It got to be brought down a notch. Got to be brought down.
All right, what else we got in pop culture?
Pop culture. I think I just added this. Should we adjust this? Oh.
Which one?
With Jada, she's still trying to stretch.
She's still trying to stress Will Smith out.
Yeah.
What she said? I thought she said she just hope these two men could get along.
The disrespect of Will Smith. She's still stretching it out. Talking about she wanted Grant Hill now.
When she was younger.
Yeah. Well, she had. I guess they had dated, and and it didn't work out. So now she's reminiscing about everybody in her past. Pac, Grant Hill.
No.
Who else?
Well, can't do the job anymore, man. What you want? I'm
hey, but it's crazy.
There's no
like,
point of me mad at Jada. We mad at the wrong person.
It's crazy that Will's like the guy that like you would think that every woman asks for when they say they want a good man when they move on from their baby daddies.
Yeah.
But there you have it. Even in the case of Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying?
No, man. I look at Will like Will been getting money too long.
Russell Wilson, even him, they might even have some issue because you had they might not be too bad, but there's a video with Sierra twerking on a Jeep and
that's not gonna be no issue at all. That's what she did
for
her new music video.
She got a new song.
Yeah, that's what Sierra do. Sierra twerks and dance.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be an issue.
But you with Wilson now, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if he cleared it, but hey.
Yeah, he's uncleared. She's a dancer. He's not gonna have no issue. She's gonna be solid.
What the fuck do you guys expect from Sierra?
Yeah, I don't expect no issues. I think she's gonna be Sierra be
twerk in private.
That nigga was probably
that's what people are saying twerk private, but she's a dancer, so she twerks.
She's an entertainer. What the fuck do you guys expect? That nigga was probably behind the camera directing this shit.
Yeah, he's not gonna have no issue.
Hey, people just looking for something.
It's just like some people saying, like, people are insulted. If I was Jay-Z, I would have my wife out here bosom all out when Beyonce had to do a dance.
But then again, like, we can't compare our life to celebrities' life. That's
they're entertainers. They're
regular people trying to compare their life to celebrity lives too much. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even like if you're a rich person, like even if you're not a celebrity, like some of that stuff you can't do.
Exactly. Look at Young Miami and Diddy.
So I don't even want to talk about regular everyday folks. Trying to like. The moment you ask them something, their first go to is what about Will and Jada?
Yeah.
What about
look at Young Miami and Diddy. She got her own show now, Carisha Please or something like that. And she asking Diddy, she asked him, she's like, but you single, but we go together, so what is weird, something like that. And like only a billionaire guy could get that option when he gets to be single. Which like, well, we go together, so what it is. You're like, well, we go together. Well, it is whatever you want it to be. Notice he never said that we go together. Only a guy with that stature could have that option to have this young lady saying that we go together, but you single. She allowed him to be two things at once. Yeah.
You get options when you high value.
You got a high value. Yeah, you let you see. And this a 53-year-old man, and she was 28 or something like that.
And that's how your boys was trying to tell him. But hey,
yeah, did he get them options? Did he live in his life? I'm like, geez, could have happened to a nicer guy though. He's had one hell of a run.
Brother Love.
Yeah, just changing his name now, working on new music. What else? We have your Juno.
Okay. I do have a new marital status idea, right?
Go ahead, yeah. That's
this might offend a lot of women.
Here we go.
A lot of black women at that.
Offends them.
See, there you go with your Kevin Samuels.
Okay,
but
truth got to be spoken, man.
So you know how a lot of non-married women will always bring up the fact that they were engaged.
Okay.
When you ask them if they're single, what's the name? They say, no, I was engaged. I didn't get married, blah, blah, blah. So the new marital status for those women should be engaged but never married. and that lets all the other men know this is not a person you want to get in a relationship.
Why would they want that then?
That's what they need to be titled. Engaged but never married.
I don't know if that's not someone you want to be in a relationship, because some niggas will throw that engagement and that could buy you another year, 2 years.
But I gotta do it.
Some niggas is being slick. It wasn't, I mean, she wasn't unmarriable. There's a guy that's gonna marry you, but there's some niggas that
you know how many chicks have been engaged like 3-4 times and never get married?
Yeah, because some niggas will use that engaged thing for some bullshit. You gotta say maybe it's a 2-time engaged is the right time, but some niggas will ride the clock, and I get another 2 years out of her. I tell her let's get married, and in between planning and all that, he probably never planned on doing anything. But
nah, I like that. Nah. Engaged but never married. We have to put a label on these toxic women. Engaged but never married.
That's better than never engaged.
We don't know about that.
I'd assume.
I don't see why would a man do that though. Like because he.
You don't see what I mean. You don't know men.
No, actually, because you gotta buy a ring,
that in-house box as long as possible.
I seen a video today. They're talking about each time a nigga get caught up or something. Like, you see the guy hitting this up. I know the best me. He's crying. They're like he pulling all the stops so that I get shipped back to his mama house. That's what they label the video.
Yeah, but for that, don't you got to get a ring? What else goes with it? Like
for you to say, there's some guys that don't plan on getting married or they don't want to get married yet, but she's been hounding him. He's worn down at the point. He'll go in and say, let's get married. Sometimes you don't have to say, let's get married with a ring. You could just say, let's get married. And she said, yeah, or we're about to go ring shopping. That buy you some time in itself.
Okay. So there's no ring involved. If there's no ring involved, he ain't
both ways.
Getting the ring is nothing if you never get married.
Nah, it's something. You spend some bread.
Because it's not like you're not going to get that back.
Yeah. If you're not
I see a lot of women keeping them.
But they're not legally allowed to keep it.
They're supposed to do it.
If you want to take them to court and get your ring back, that's
so
what that's your prerogative. Back. You can do that, and they'll have to give it back.
Yeah, some of these guys will buy the time. Like again, that's another. Like we don't speak on that enough in this culture. We're saying how these women are getting married. Let's not speak on the fact that marriage is not pushed on our culture. So let's not act like these niggas aren't trying to get married. Most guys are not trying to get married. So you can't keep putting the onus on these women that are not married when most guys are not trying to get married.
If they've been engaged and not married, we're calling them engaged, never married.
I mean, if they're engaged, I feel like they're doing the right thing. It's not their choice because ultimately they have no control over it. It's the guys have the control. And why the guys aren't getting married? Why the guys don't want to get married?
No, that's the thing. Like a lot of these chicks that are engaged and never married, the guy that they're engaged to end up being married.
That happens, niggas,
all the time.
So it's not the guy.
So it's not the guy.
It's not that it's not the guy. Also, it's also that guys. It's also an age thing. Let's say a guy may not want to get married till he's about 35. He feeling got it all out of him. That's what the thing is. But
you're engaged, though.
It's the readiness. The girls might be ready to get married at 25. The guy, you see the time span. A guy your age is not going to be at the same level. He might not be ready to go to 35. She can't wait till 35. To get married, you know what I'm saying? That's why she might have gave her best years. That's why they say they can give them your best years. She gave her best years to the first guy, and then as soon as he's done, he's ready. He hops off, and the next thing, like, yeah, I think I'm good now. I done got on me. Now I'm a wife up the next girl.
Yeah, but sometimes your best is not good enough.
Sometimes you might have to hold them down. Like I said, you might be on a 10-year plan or a 20-year plan. Sometimes you've been on the ride too long to even get off. Don't get off on just the sake of getting off. Marriage might not be in your thing, or it's just going to happen over time. Some guys, it takes a while before they get around to it.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up thing. But just cutting motherfuckers off just because it's, we're too old. What are we? I'm ending it. You're only doing that for society's purposes, and it's not going to be in your favor because now you're free at an older age. Like I said, your marketplace value is different. Sometimes you've been on this ride with this guy too long, you might as well stick it out for him. Y'all might not ever be married. Or maybe one day he might like, we've been together forever anyways. Let's go ahead and just knock it out, babe. It might not be as romantic as you paid for it, but your ride to getting there is different than other people's. A lot of people get off because, we've been together for so long. It's always odd to see couples that have been there for a long time and they just abruptly break up. One of them gets married right after. It's usually the one.
Usually the man.
What I'm saying, but like I said, it takes a guy sometimes a while to get it out of his thing. Sometimes girl might tell him, nope, that's it. That's just how it goes. Even if it's the girl, she usually moves on, and then within a couple of years, let's say it's a divorce, she's ready. The thing she was waiting for all this time with the last guy, she's with a new guy, and they only but so long, and then that guy ends up. You know what I'm saying it's an odd thing.
Nah, the engaged, never married ones usually stay unmarried forever. It's just part of the game, bro. When that opportunity comes, you better make that shit happen.
Yeah,
Nigga give you that ring, you better go through with it, or you missing out. You only get you don't get more than one husband.
Nah, there's some of these women that be married 3-4 times. Some people get niggas that come back, or some girls got guys that, you know, hey, you want to be with me? I gotta get married. And you saying something? You got two type of guys. Got her reluctant. I'm gonna get married. She's tripping. It's too early. And you got some guys. Oh, that's all. Should get married. When you think about it, you should always be the second guy. It's society that made us think.
You should always be what?
You should have been that shit. Is that all? Let's get married.
You should be the second guy?
The guy that be like, let's get married. We put off marriage like it's so big, bro. When it really...
Yeah.
You should have just fucking do it. It don't make any sense.
Not getting married earlier.
It doesn't make any sense to put it off so long.
Yeah,
You're putting, when you look to person regardless, it is just a title. It don't make no reason. It don't make no sense for us guys to drag our feet so long. We could have did it early anyways. It don't make it. It doesn't. We're the one that really don't care about as far as the time. So it don't make any sense for us to be holding it that long when it's something that they cherish so long. Let's get it over with.
Yeah, you can't give them everything.
You can't give them everything. Just get it over with. And if she wants to be out, at least you know she gonna be out. You know what I'm saying? Some girls are hanging on just
trying to rack up bodies.
What do you mean?
Yeah, trying to rack up bodies, trying to like gain more.
What do you mean?
Body counts, just.
You're gonna do that whether or not you're not. Niggas ain't stop cheating if they're getting married. If you want to be faithful or not, that's your choice. There's plenty of married men that are still cheating, so it don't make any sense for you to wait.
When you're in a marriage, it's a lot. You know, you owe an explanation. It's a lot harder.
What do you mean?
When you
nah,
it's harder to cheat when you're married.
no, it's harder. It's give and take.
Listen,
you're not as free as you know.
I know a lot of married men say it's probably easier because the ring attracts more women.
Yeah, you're gonna get more women
it does, that way. But at the same time, to cover your track, to kind of
if you gave the them by your partner, you're gonna have to do all that anyways.
Versus like if you're single, like you don't owe anybody any explanation.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about when you're dating. You're not expecting if you're single, you're not gonna go from single to just married. What I mean is, if you have a couple, you're dating, and you just putting it off years and years. What's the point? Might as well just do it anyways. It's just to you, it's just a title anyways, right? And to her, it means the world. Just knock it out, and you make you know what I'm saying? Because like they said, women are the main one that pursue marriage. They're also the main one that ends it, right? So you might as well, if you really want to see shit last however long, you might as well get the main thing that she's sticking around for out the way early. And if she really want to exit, you will.
Yeah, just get that first wife out the way early.
Get either the first wife or get the forced divorce. Whatever it is, you'll know to get it out the way earlier.
But y'all saying it like, it ain't the same as just breaking up because like
it's not the same.
It's a process.
Well, I'm saying divorce is the final level.
A lot of time I've seen this too, like where like either the man or the woman don't want to sign the
but if divorce is the final level,
now that drags it on and
correct. But if divorce is the final level and you over here trying to see if she's a rider, you might as well get to the final level quicker because you'll know if y'all married and she wants out, she's good. Once you sign the paper, she means it. That's the difference between y'all breaking up with your boyfriend and girlfriend. If it real.
But I've seen a lot.
You want to know if it's real.
I've seen a lot of women now who's not signing the papers.
I don't know women. Niggas sound like he trying to get divorced. I don't know women not trying to sign the paper. It won't be their benefit.
You don't know, but I've seen a lot of them. Yeah.
And even when you don't want to sign the paper, you can still get it done. You know what I'm saying? You just see irreconcilable differences. You get the court. You know what I'm saying? After a while, you can only do that but so long. It's not hard to get divorced. It's not his. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be with people. They're not being with him. People overplaying that. Oh, he don't want to sign it. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's bullshit. They don't want to sign the papers. I think that's all nonsense.
Yeah, especially if you ain't got no assets together. If they don't want to sign it, it's for good reason. I'm not gonna sign it. We gotta divvy everything in half, or I gotta make sure. But if there's nothing there, we're both broke. Why would I keep you locked down for any other reason? And why would you be in a rush to end any other reason? It's just a title.
Games, yeah.
Now, there's a difference of women not letting their guys see their kids, and now when there's kids on, that's different. Yeah. That's different. That's about visitation.
Yeah, those women should be. They should make a place with 4 walls, some bars, for those types of women.
Listen, but you got these guys out here killing themselves for visitation when see their kids. Those are some really good guys because you could go out here and have other kids any other day, but boy, you jumping through hoops for no reason. I'll be damned you use my own kids against me.
Yeah,
You got me in court killing myself because I was like, I might have to have me some other
I'll
kids.
go make some new ones.
I'm trying to make me some new ones. As best of us, listen, some of these girls be having these guys out here stressed out, pulling their hair out over that visitation. And that's all he's trying to do is be his part. And he kill himself for that? Nah.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the type of shit that make you go crazy. You ain't about to have me like that.
Ain't about to have me stressing.
Yeah.
I've seen
Make a
that
new
too.
baby.
I feel bad for the kids because a lot of times, they get held back. They feel all the
It happens.
they feel all the stress. Yeah,
It happens. You know what I'm saying?
and they gotta see that. That's what they gotta live with. Yeah, man.
So it's all that. So that's another thing of it. Also, if you're having kids, it makes more sense for y'all to at least have been married. You know what I'm saying? All of it goes together. It
If
don't make
you
no
have
sense.
kids, there's no point of not being married.
Yeah.
I seen a black lady made that argument. She was against the Democrats, but she was like, she think Republicans will win more black folks over if they end up almost making like a mandate.
Yeah,
if you
of
have
course.
a kid, you have to get married. Or if not, then you lose all government benefits. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a way of driving the house together.
Yep.
Since y'all passed policies to drive the house separate where you only get benefits, the guys out there. Now you make it where you only get benefits if y'all married, y'all together, you know what I'm saying? In another way. So now because government's going to pay off, encourage whatever behavior it wants out of its people.
Yep.
When you're married, they give you the tax deductions and like so. They need to do more stuff to encourage marriage if they actually care about family values and such. And those things.
Yeah,
But
the way U.S. is moving right now, I don't know.
yeah, because there's a teacher saying she asked her student, "Oh, would you rather be a wife or would you want to be a?" And the lady said, "Nah, I'd rather just have a kid with him. I don't want to be married. I rather because she's like these guys try to lock you down." And the lady's like, she couldn't understand. It's like, why would you want to have a kid with him then?
It's a fucking
If you're not
8th grader or
Yeah,
8-year-old or
like,
some
she
shit
couldn't
like
believe
that.
it. She's like, why would you want to have a kid with him?
Because I'll get the benefits. I'm like, bruh.
So see how
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
But see how it makes sense if there's benefits for it. If I could be empowered, I could be the most educated group of women out there. Uncle Sam gonna back me every which way. If there's nothing but upside to without guy being there, what I need a guy for? That's what the system has made it. The system has supported that.
But only one group, only one community is falling for this shit.
It's not a problem, but it's also only one community has been benefits and directed for them that's pushed on independence. No other communities. There is no Spanish girls rock concert. There is no white women rock concert. There is no other group that's independently motivated and that the people seem like if we could separate them from the bag. There's no other group that's targeted. I can feel like it's for good reason because they're also the group that gets trampled and tromped on the most, but they're also the group that's been given an ego for good reason, that's been pushed, that got in their head big, that's been gassed up the most. The other groups get that gas, get that battery in their back. I seen a white lady the other day apologizing to black women, talking about, if I thought if you were strong, I'm sorry, because for too often we think of you as strong, and it's almost implying that you're like have to be freakishly strong when not all of us are built that way, but we automatically just see you as strong. We just figure you got the shoulders or this, that. We can put the burden on you. And too much society is calling you strong black woman. It's your detriment.
It's a game, yeah.
But I was like, it's still a detriment,
it's a mind game, yeah.
But it also builds them to be strong and actually feel like that. So it's a societal thing. People act like that. What is marketed? Strong black women. There's marketed on that. They don't market strong black men.
There's a lot of stress to it. There's a lot of
there is a lot of stress.
There's a lot of mental.
Yeah, because not everybody's meant to be strong.
Illness to it. There's a lot of. Yeah.
But they don't market strong black men. That's what I'm telling you. They only market one group as strong here in America. There's going to be the strong black woman. There might be the independent white woman or just a general, but only one group is purported to be strong and it's cheered and championed. Ain't no strong black man. That shit is, we ain't trying to have that. That shit is toxic if you show the aspects of it. But there's only one group that's allowed to do that, and it has its pros and its cons from it. It's going to have them believing it because you need to believe it. If not, another time they're shitting on you. Huh?
They eat the whole strong black woman shit up, though.
But they are also strong because it's a catch-22.
I mean, they're forced to adapt to it, but like when you really look at it, the statistics and the numbers, yeah, it's still I mean, there've been some progress. Yeah, black women are working more now.
Listen, the system out here killing you.
But at the same time, when it comes to other stuff, like even like student debt, black women leads the way. When it comes to like other issues, yeah.
Yeah, but there's that.
Obesity leads the way.
Yeah,
stress leads the way.
When you say obesity and now we're not pushing self-love and self-care, now you don't even have to worry about obesity anymore. Because now you're called fat phobic if you try to mention.
You're talking about you don't have to worry about it. Health doesn't go away, bro.
But culture, that's why I know health don't go away. But culture's attitude towards it might change. It might go away. So now if you're seen as being mean for calling someone fat instead of being body positive, now even though we're breeding a bunch of fat people, the fat person don't have to feel bad about being fat anymore. So it's one of those things.
Unless they're Lizzo.
Well, even Lizzo, like you said, look at all Lizzo's biggest followers who keep trusting him. You're saying that's how it goes. So the base, even everything they're throwing out, it could be detrimental, but they get a celebration for it as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. It could be, there's plenty that's striving perfectly fine, doing positive, but the negative behaviors also gets reinforced, or not negative, whatever isn't beneficial for them get reinforced. None of the negative.
You think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing, and overall, but I mean, it's one of those things.
It's a bad thing because they're just turning the black women into.
I think anything that don't have truth,
dude, they just changing them into dudes.
Yeah, that's it. It's like they get in their bag, they get in their money, and that's it. They don't
go have fun.
Go out, yeah. It's one of those things. It's a crazy thing. It's no, like I said, no other demographic gets targeted like that, gets promoted, gets pampered, and gets treated like that. If they cater to any other group like that, there'll be some like you said, there would be some repercussions, something like. If you were out here making black boys positive and proud, you'd have something like that. But black boys, I believe, they usually, by their counterparts, like their reading levels are like 2 or 3 times lower than the black women. They perform better less in school. They're failing more. They're going to jail more. Black guys are at a way detrimental level than black women. So one's being catered and championed and promoted. The other is still getting the same imagery, hip hop and athletes throughout the generation. As you can see, there's something to imagery as well, to what you celebrate, what you promote. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have even, that's just how it goes. It's kind of wild.
All right. Have you guys heard of Autosexual?
No.
What the fuck is that?
It's a new sexuality label where it's like being attracted sexually to yourself. So these autosexual people, they're infatuated sexually with themselves, and they think they're sexy, and they don't want to be with other people other than themselves.
So should we know about that?
This is called fucking weirdo culture. I guess they're probably gonna add it to the alphabet.
Plus, yeah,
to the alphabet community. So
LGBTQA.
Be ready for people to tell you they're autosexual now.
What is it? I guess like there's a group where like they get to change their sex throughout the day or whenever they feel like it. One minute they're women, the other minute they're men, and you have to keep up with that.
Yeah, that's called freedom of choice, sir.
It's part of
no.
I'm
talking part about of America.
No. Listen. Like they're talking about like they like doing it like actively, constantly. Like
there's gonna be an app
continuously.
There's gonna be an app. You get to change it, and it sends an update out.
So now everyone else bullshit
you can download the app, and now you know the proper pronouns to call the person, and I get offended.
Yeah, fuck you.
Listen, I seen online they talk about we need to vote Republican for another 10 years just to flush all this shit out the system. We need tough Republican stance for 10 years, and we'll get America back
sane again.
back in the same. This is first world problems. What we're gonna do? We gotta have some shit to argue about.
Yeah, and Russia's gonna be right there.
I really feel in our lifetime China's gonna be the next up there. Russia just grandstanding.
You think so? It might be Russia.
I think China
might be Russia.
I think the only reason China hasn't popped out balling on us, because I know for the first year, last year was the first time they either had a bigger GDP or finally caught our GDP, one of the two.
The GDP, it's inevitable. They're gonna catch it.
Yeah, but I think last year is either the first year they either caught it or
but per capita, they're still poorer than.
Yeah.
They're still gonna be poorer.
They got so much damn people.
Yeah.
But the Chinese are humble people. They're not gonna flaunt it in our face. They're humble people.
I like to say they're humble. Listen,
they're not.
When I go to theme parks or anywhere attractions, there's a lot of Asian folks there. They the motherfuckers that be getting the bag and living their American dream. They
getting the bag.
Keep low. They don't have I hear they don't vote that much. Whatever it is, they get to get their businesses, get to thriving, they get to do good. They keep it low. And if you want to see any money in America, each time you go in these places, it's always a bunch of Asian folks in there, bro, spending that bread.
They spending their money, but they're not driving these fancy ass cars.
Oh, they're not. You're right. I do have an Asian neighbor. They live very. They're not going to stun on you. Not in your face. They're very humble. Yeah. They go buy out the block
they
quietly.
might drive a Tesla here and there.
Yeah, there's different tiers though. There's different tiers. There's definitely different tiers. We don't really know what you're dealing with.
They might not vote, but most likely they get in their policies.
Yeah, they getting shit done.
So policies really what matters. Like
if you own a bunch of private businesses,
that's what we need to learn. Like we got to push policies, not just like putting somebody in position just to go show their teeth and.
Yeah, that shit is wild. Autosexual. What else we about done? Or what else is
We done covered every topic on this list. All the categories.
Go ahead, and I guess I can give.
Y'all got any recommendations for this week? Nate, you always got a recommendation. What you been watching?
I haven't been watching nothing new, bro. I've been getting ready to either watch BMF. Like I said, I had that queued up, ready to go.
I started watching that.
So that one, I like it. It should be good. The stars. I haven't really went deep down into the stars rabbit hole because I still have to finish Power. I'm sure I'll fall in love with Power again. Power I can jump off a little bit. When I get back, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good binge. Power was never. There's some episodes like, that's a little much, but overall it's a good show. So I think I'm gonna get back into it. I don't know if I'm gonna go all the way up to Tyreek and all that. How you like the Tyreek and?
I like the Tyreek spinoff.
How about the Tommy?
I don't think I watched that one.
Oh, you haven't watched
that one?
Yeah, so they got a whole universe over there. Some stuff I'm like, some shows, if they're good enough, I could check out, and I know I could come back years or maybe 9 months down the line, and I know it's solid. Like, I just finished Ozark, which I felt was fucking phenomenal. Like, that was when I jumped off, like 2 seasons passed by. I know it's good enough that I can come back later and pick up and know that the writing is that consistent. I had to let Power rock out for a little bit, see if it was on good, because there was too much good shows around the time. I'm going to check it out. But BMF said it's to be good, so I'll say BMF. I rewatched the What's Name yesterday, the Harder They Fall.
The
Black Western. Okay. Fucking fire, bro. I would recommend Black.
Yeah,
it's still on Netflix.
Fire.
Rewatch the Harder They Fall if you haven't already. That's a fucking fire ass film, dog. How about your recommendation you got?
Let's see what I did. Listen to Future's new album. Other than that,
Decent album. They got some cuts on there.
Yeah,
that's a good album.
Yeah, you kept talking about what's his name's wife. Yeah,
he did a couple. I felt there was a couple diss tracks on Lori on there when he said something about old man should have kept his mouth shut. I ain't want her. So that's why. So I feel. Future, like I said, he likes to play into the toxicness.
It's not that. Like, niggas been attacking Future about this Lori Harvey shit, and y'all expect him not to say nothing?
Future,
he's in his right to be like, come on, boy, leave me the fuck alone about this. I didn't want the bitch.
I don't think even if he didn't care, he probably, my fans want me to address it. He probably don't care. You're like, I'm going to address it.
Yeah, you could tell, like, when Future, make a track, it's either about, like, Sierra.
I think that's what people direct it as. Wife. It might be because
a few other people that he
But this dude got broads all over the place. He's a monster. But I think that's a narrative that people try to break down. Like his things are about 3 people.
Nah, when you listen to the lyrics, come on, man.
It just fits the narrative that we already filmed. This is a dude that has different broads.
Ain't no way.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way. Like, even when she said like she want that big boss status. She said she was an angel. She fucked 2 rappers and 3 singers. Like,
come on, that ain't necessarily her though. It could be. These are dudes that are smashing celebrities on the low, and at least he's being a gentleman. If he was really a fuckboy, as they said he was, we would hear of all his celebrity run-ins. We never hear the girls and celebrities he mess with unless it comes out.
Had all the good girls turn on him. All that.
I'm saying if it was the game would have aired that shit out.
Yeah, name it all.
Yeah, game would let us know everybody ran through. You don't think guys like Future and these rappers be running through these? A couple of these A-listers on the low, they keeping it quiet. So he's definitely not as bad as we pretend him to be. You know what I'm saying? He at least ain't pulling a Tory. He ain't shooting motherfuckers, like they say, allegedly.
He ain't do it.
He letting people walk. Meg came out today on an interview.
So. You said who?
Meg did the interview today speaking on how she felt like Tory paid off her best friend. That's why that girl's keeping quiet.
Damn.
It's still wild that only one gets to speak on it.
The other one go to jail if you speak about it.
Yeah.
Privilege, yeah.
Anyways, that was the recommendations. You didn't give one?
Let me see. What's name is back on? I've been watching that. P-Valley. Have y'all watched P-Valley?
Oh, I heard. I've watched it, but
first season was fire.
Yeah.
And this season looked like it's getting good. So P-Valley, I'd recommend P-Valley, but you got to watch the first what's name to understand the second.
Yeah.
That's Stars though, right?
I don't know. It's all free for me. So
you could find it on Fire Stick on Amazon.
Yeah, I've been hearing good things about P-Valley, Abbott High. These are other black shows. You ever heard of Abbott High?
Yeah, but if you're homophobic like Gray, you might not like P-Valley.
I'm used to premium television. If you watch premium television, that's how you know Stars really isn't that big. That's how you know 50 Cent is calling the shot, because anytime it's premium television, there's usually a very big homophobic scene or something like that. And Power, you didn't get those in Power.
This new season, you see, they show the big,
you're not gonna get that in Power.
The big drag nigga hold dick on the fucking thing, bro.
You're gonna get a lot of that. And premium television, they like to say regular sex isn't good enough. They're like, that's regular cable. This is premium. These people come from that. People come from that real shit. They'll show you some wild shit. You know what I'm saying?
That shit's crazy, bro.
I remember watching American Gods. Two niggas did busting down the dude Billionaire style. I didn't think we get down like that. I'm like, what is going on here? So, yeah, if you ever watch True Blood, that's another one. There's plenty of these shows. Yeah, premium television, HBO, Star, Cinemax. They like to push the envelope. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see that shit elsewhere.
Yeah, bro, that shit is wild. But I guess P-Valley would be my recommendation for this week if you haven't watched it. But folks, y'all already know what to do. Hit us up on That's Absurd Pod on Instagram, That's Absurd Pod on Twitter, That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook, and you know you can always drop an email at That's Absurd Podcast at gmail.com, and the voice line is always open as usual, and that number is 407-960-76. That number is 407-960-76, and we'll catch you guys next week if Nate ain't moving.
We done moving.